Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? Welcome in. It is the Smackdown watch along this evening. Swapping over. Boom. Here we are.
What's up?
What's going on? I am joined by Amanda Caliber. So everybody welcome her in. This is her first time, but I think she's going to be joining me for Fridays from here on out for a little bit. So I like it. I've been wanting to get her on air with me for a little bit. So I'm glad we were able to make this work. And I'm excited to watch some Smackdown with you tonight. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. How about you?
We're good. Excited. I mean, 3-hour Smackdown, you know. So we have 3 hours of stuff to deal with. Only until June, I guess. Then they're going back to 2. I don't really know the process behind that. I assume contractual things.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I thought it was 3 hours from here on out.
Yeah, because I guess Triple H was asked something about it, and he said it's like only till June. They're doing 3 hours till June, and then they're going back to 2, I guess. I don't know. But we got Ophelia in the chat welcoming you. She says, welcome to the watch along crew. Ophelia joins me on Tuesdays for NXT. So
hey, Ophelia.
We also have Lawrence, our pal Lawrence Cartier in the chat saying hello. Solo.
Hey,
Solo. Well, I have a guy in my chat named Solo, so every time he comes in, I just go, Solo! But he's in here too. We got everyone else kind of funneling in. Hope everyone is having a lovely Friday evening. What do we got? We got a championship celebration tonight. We have a Tiffany Stratton championship celebration. We have is it tag title? No. United States Championship is on the line tonight, right? Shinsuke's fighting LA Knight again, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Anything else? What did they announce? Anything else?
Not that I saw. That's all I've seen, but
I feel you're saying I got to change the font because the color's matching in with that. But Ophelia said that your lipstick color is incredible.
Thank you.
That's what she said.
Had to celebrate Tiffy time.
Let me see if I can change the color of that font there because that color ain't working. But, all right, rock and roll. Hold on. Wait for it. What's good? What's going on? One of the best names I've run into lately. Sensual
That's
Mustard.
My buddy Andrew.
Is it? Sensual Mustard. Yeah. What a name. What a friggin' name we got there. Tremendous. Tremendous stuff. All right, well, it's Smackdown night, right? So the color of the font should be blue. I feel like that makes sense. So next time we should see blue in the chat next time somebody writes something. But, yeah. No, I'm excited. I got Men in Black 3 finishing down here. That's the pre-Smackdown entertainment for the people of USA.
Movie.
Yeah. Oh, that blue is perfect. Yeah, so we'll do, that works. I'm very much excited. So it should be pretty good.
Me too.
Yeah, it should be fun.
Finally.
So, I know.
It worked out.
I know, yeah. We have been trying a little bit to figure something out, but I'm glad, we kind of planned for after the new year, and here we are, and I'm excited. Yeah. And then what time is it? 7:58. So actually, I want your opinion. How did you feel about the debut on Netflix?
Oh, it was great. Yeah. It was like super hype. You felt the energy. I loved it.
Yeah. Now you're watching everything on Netflix, right? So you have.
I am.
All right. So do you have like Ophelia? You got the Netflix countdown clock going right now or something? For Smackdown, right? All right.
Yeah, Smackdown countdown.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, see, we have to down here in America. We have to go to like 5 different things to watch all of WWE now. So that's how they basically did it for us. They were like, you can go to Netflix for Raw, but you can go to CW for this. You can go to USA for this. For the pay-per-views, you can still go to Peacock though, and then you can go over here. And I'm just like, okay, yeah, great, great. Everything can't just be on one place like the rest of the world. What the heck,
They want to make you work for it.
Unbelievable. But it's crazy. All right. What do you think we open? Do you think we open with the championship celebration?
I don't know. I think so, but I don't know.
Let me go check their Twitter account just to see if they added anything else that I might have missed. that is happening tonight. All right. Yeah, we're getting the Tiffy time thing. Oh, we have. We do have a United States Championship match. We have Chelsea Green versus Mi Chin.
Oh yeah.
So we have a rematch of that for the United States women's title. So that's nice. All right, so 2 title matches. The championship celebration. And I think that's all they have advertised right now. That's pretty good though.
Yeah, sounds good so far.
Yeah. All right. Looks like we're going to be starting here any second. So I'll put that audio on. Do. Oh. Yeah, Men in Black still going. Yeah, party. All right, here we go. So I'll do my audio just a smidge. All right, cool. If anybody in the chat wants to let me know if you can hear the audio, it's like high enough but low because I don't want to get yelled at. For some reason, even though I kind of know it's okay to have the audio going because I've seen like other bigger platform streamers doing it, in my brain, I'm like, I still feel like they're going to yell at me at some point because I'm just playing the audio of the show. But Portland, Oregon tonight.
Portland.
All right. All right, let's go. They're going to resurrect. I wish. Macho Man is my favorite ever. I wish. That'd be... Oh, so they're sticking with the dark blue mat for SmackDown then, huh?
Yeah, seems like it.
No advertisements or anything on it, and Raw is just kind of loaded with advertisements?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, so they are officially the SmackDown guys. Corey Graves was on NXT this past Tuesday, and he did not look happy that he was there. He did not.
I can see that.
Yeah, he did not look thrilled. Let me tell you, he did not look thrilled. At one point, Vic Joseph had to pat him on the back. What are we doing? United States? Oh. Look at her. Just, you know? Shinsuke walking in. I like the hat. I like the hat on Shinsuke right there. Oh, it's starting with Heyman.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Heyman is starting it. Let's go. People in the chat pumped for Heyman starting the show. Oh, we're seeing highlights from Raw first, though. Okay.
Yeah, he totally is walking like Vince.
He kind of is. Yeah, they had all the... My thing is, I want to see how Raw... Because obviously they were in that arena, where that arena in LA is kind of built with, like, technology unlike any other arena.
Right.
So I'm very interested to see, like, how it looks on Netflix, like, in not that arena, where the seats light up and there's all... You know what I mean?
That's true. They have that extra luster.
Yeah. I mean, Lawrence, you said Heyman littering is a big heel move. It is. I actually think Heyman's going to turn heel on Roman here at some point. I think that is what's going to happen.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that.
I thought it was going to happen on Monday. Like
Me
when
too.
he got in the ring after the match and he was like giving that side eye and shit. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, is he gonna go to give him and like kick him in the? You know, I was like, something's gonna happen.
Right.
But then The Rock came out and they kind
his
of.
facial expressions are just.
Oh my
the
god.
greatest.
Yeah, he's unbelievable. I loved this main event between Seth and Punk. I thought it was so good. Exactly. That's what I thought. Like, just the way he was looking, he was, like, slowly getting in the ring. He was, like... He looked like he was confused that Roman won, kind of. And I was like, what is this? Like, are you doing it now? Yeah, I did notice that. Well, they're not there on the show yet, though. But I bet you they don't show him, Ophelia. I bet you they don't show him.
It is. It is a signed Gunther picture.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I didn't get it in person, but it was a gift, so
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, I know you are a big Gunther gal.
That's
I
my
know you
man.
and I share an affinity for the man.
Absolutely.
How did you feel about him? Obviously, that vignette that they had for him was awesome. Like, it was a really, really well-made vignette. But how did you feel about him not the world champion of Raw, mind you, not being on the debut Raw on Netflix? Because I had a problem with it.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense to me. Like, why would you not have your world champion on the debut of Raw?
Yeah.
And he was there. Like, you know, they posted backstage stuff and like little clips and stuff. So I don't know why he wasn't on the show itself.
Yeah. It was
Really
very
weird choice.
Yeah. Like I said, the vignette they showed was excellent. Like, one of the better ones they've done. Like, it was very, very good, and I'm glad they at least gave him that. But in my brain, I'm like, listen, even if it's for a quick little backstage thing or something, like, how do you not have your world champion for the Raw brand on the show? Like, it was just
Weird choice.
Yeah.
Really strange.
All right, there he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. There comes a time in everyone's career where
Roman's not there, though, right?
to walk down that aisle, stand in the middle of this ring, and address the entire island of relevancy. Tonight is one of those nights. It is among the greatest honors of my entire career to announce to you officially, there is only one reigning, defending,
Tribal Chief, yeah.
undisputed tribal chief of the WWE Universe and of the entire island of relevancy, and that tribal chief, Roman Reigns.
Okay. Yep. Get them ones up, yeah. Get them ones up in the chat, yeah. For Roman. He's not there, though.
Yes, the only tribal chief is Roman Reigns, and our tribal chief has authorized me.
There we go. We got the people with the
let
ones.
all of you know what he intends to accomplish next.
Okay.
And I'm not just gonna share this with everyone at home. I'm not just gonna share that with everyone here tonight in Portland, Oregon. I want to share this news with one man in particular.
Uh-oh. Cody Rhodes. It's Cody.
That deserves to hear this news
Kevin Owens.
face
Solo.
to face. And that man
Cody Rhodes.
is the reigning,
Yep.
defending, undisputed WWE heavyweight champion, the American Nightmare. If he would please come down to the ring, Cody Rhodes.
All right. So we're doing Roman and, no, maybe? Rhodey and, Rhodey? What? Roman and Cody? Rhodey. That's what I'm going to call him from now on.
That'll be the match.
Sami Zayn, the real tribal chief. I don't know about that. I love Sami Zayn, but I don't know about that, Lawrence. I don't know about that, Lawrence.
Not so sure. Not so sure about that. And I'm from Montreal, you know, so.
All right, there's Cody looking like $1 million per usual.
Always.
No suit coat tonight, though. Just the vest. Got the nice vest and tie. Just got that one guy looking in the other direction. Like, you see it? You see that?
Right?
Everyone else is looking towards Cody with their phones. They're just looking. This one guy just looking the wrong way, just right up at the screen.
Looking
Just
for like a camera or something.
that one guy.
Someone dragged him there for sure.
Yeah. Give it all. Yeah, I feel you. Agreed. I love a great suit.
Oh, same here.
Yeah, I saw the proud Cody Crybaby sign. Yep, right there. I mean, I'm one. It's fine. It happened, you know.
I love her energy. She's so hyped.
Yeah, she's
dancing
jumping
back
up and
there.
down. She's like, "Look at my sign, Cody. Acknowledge me." I like the dudes, especially with. I mean, not that it's brittle. It's a Riddle shirt, so you take that for what it is. But I do like the 420 bro shirt, just dead center. I also like how Heyman, whenever he talks to other wrestlers, whether he's the good guy or bad guy, it's always like he shakes hands. He's very respectful. Like he's like, you know.
Absolutely. He's great.
Yo, Cody is over, dude. Just so over.
Sir, you deserve every
Amazing.
bit of that response and even a whole lot more. I have to tell you, you've done something very few men in this business have ever done. You've earned the respect of Roman Reigns.
Good to know.
I have respected you since you were a little boy. They have every reason in the world to respect you, and my God, what a champion you have demonstrated yourself to be. You, sir, are a credit not just to WWE Smackdown, but to WWE in its entirety.
Most likely Hoosier. He worked with his dad.
You are such a great champion. Roman Reigns has asked me to come out here and tell you straight up.
He's going to Raw.
In your face, now that he has won back the Ula Fala,
He's coming after you.
Roman Reigns wants his title back.
You think Roman's in the Rumble, right? Probably.
And so that there are no surprises.
Do they probably put him in the Rumble?
Wants you to know how he's going to get
Is Amanda
the
frozen?
title back. This is not a prediction.
Hold on.
This is a spoiler.
It's true.
Roman Reigns
Hold on.
hereby declares he is entering the 2025 Men's Royal
Oh, he is.
Rumble
All right. He just said it.
with full intentions of
He
winning,
just said it.
going on to
All right, hold on.
WrestleMania
I think
to
we
fight
lost
you
Frozen Amanda.
once again
Hold on.
for the championship.
Hold on.
And so, respectfully, with that in mind,
I swear it happens at least once a show, no matter who the guest is.
what do you want to do?
They just disappear. All right, here we are. We're here. We're fine.
You know what I want to talk about?
Oh, KO, baby. My man. Cena declared. Oh, he's in the audience. Kevin is right. I love that shirt. I love that shirt.
Just when I thought you couldn't get worse, Cody. Just when I thought it couldn't get worse than you teaming with Roman Reigns at Bad Blood, it actually does get worse. Because Monday night on Raw, you go and shake hands with The Rock. Why? Because he kissed your ass.
You can't stand. Really? Oh my God, he's one of my favorites. He's my favorite guy in the company.
Shake hands.
I love him. I want him to be world champ.
And what happens? Huh? What happens? 30 seconds after you shake his hands, he looks at you in the eyes and says, Roman Reigns wants his...
He does heel correctly. That is true. Well, if you can't stand him because of that, yes, 100%.
It's your fault.
He's so good.
You
He's
condemn
so good, though.
yourself Because you should have left the bloodline to rip Roman Reigns to shreds, but instead, no. You chose...
Who was that guy? Did you see that guy standing next to Owens? He looked like a wrestler himself. The way his facial hair, he had a leather jacket.
You let Roman Reigns take that title back.
See that guy?
You're hurting the entire
Got weird. Oh, Cody's going after him. All right. I believe Amanda is back. Yes, she's back.
There we go.
Don't worry. It happens every friggin' show. KO, though, the man.
KO.
That guy right there to the left, they showed him, he had like, that guy was a wrestler. That guy was a pro wrestler. He had a facial hair, leather jacket. He had weird contact lenses. I was like, that guy's a wrestler. There's no way that guy's not a wrestler. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Paul.
Here it is.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Not good. Who can help him? Who's there to help him?
Days removed from Roman Reigns defeating Solo Sikoa. Huge question marks over the future of these.
Somebody's got to come help him. Somebody's got to go help him. Motor City Machine Gun. Somebody. Oh, all right. Okay, that works. Oh, it's just Jimmy, huh? All right.
Super kick to Jacob. And one for Tama.
I was like, oh, are they going to implement other people? I was like, no, they're just doing we're just sticking with it. We're sticking with it. All right, Paul. Paul, you got to get out of there. I don't even know why you're hanging around ringside. Just stop booking it to the back. Solo's still not out there, dude. Oh, dang. All right. Uh-oh. Oh, you messed up, Jimmy. Yep.
Jacob Fatu, as dangerous as it comes. They did something very, very wrong when they created.
Oh, he's just throwing the belt aside.
There may be no stopping the man. Now Jimmy.
There may be no stopping the man, he says. All right. Oh, they're going to... Uh-oh. Someone else get out here. They're going to end Jimmy.
Brutality.
They're trying to end Jimmy. Wait a minute. Who's that? I never seen that ref before. That's a new ref. I never seen that ref before.
Me either. I didn't know who that was.
No. How do you feel about the new ref shirts?
I was just gonna say I was hoping it was just for like the debut of Raw
Yeah.
or something.
And they're all the same for all three shows.
Yeah.
Raw, NXT, and SmackDown. They're all wearing the same.
I'm
Oh,
not
come
a
on!
fan. Oh man.
That was an official. Kenny Dykstra. That guy used to be a cheerleader. Cody's back in the ring now. Hell yeah. All right, so the main event tonight's going to be Cody and Jimmy going on. Cody should not be involved. I mean, Cody and Jacob Fatu, I'd be all for them. But, I want Cody to stay so far away from the bloodline.
I agree.
I don't want him involved at all.
It all started on the invite of the wise man. Announcing to the crowd here in Portland, Roman Reigns' intentions. Cody's response interrupted by Kevin Owens. The next thing you know, Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga had
All right.
Paul Heyman.
All right. Hey, guys, you know what? Opening promo that turned into a brawl. It's a staple. It's a Triple H staple.
Classic.
Yep.
A wild start to Friday Night Smackdown here in Portland.
All right. Do it. All right. Now I got to remember to mute during the commercials. All right. So that kind of Pluggo, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, Marco Stunt. Exactly. Exactly, Pluggo. It wouldn't be Pluggo if we weren't talking about Marco Stunt at some point. All right. Who do you think's winning this? Who do you think's taking home the? Oh yeah, you might not have the same commercial. Are they showing the women's IC title, the Raw thing here?
No.
All right, they're showing a Raw preview where I am. So who do you think's winning the the women's IC title on Monday? You think it's Lyra? You think it's Dakota?
I think it's Dakota.
That was my pick pre-tournament.
Yeah.
That was my pick pre-tournament. However, I don't know. I think either way it's okay. I think either way it's cool. Either way it's cool for
Either
me.
way, I'm stoked for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
I love Lyra,
Yeah.
so I'd be like really happy if she won. But
Yeah.
I mean, I've loved Dakota for so long too, so
And that's the
it's
thing.
awesome
Like,
that they're both finally getting.
yeah. And I think like Dakota's been there a long time. She was in NXT. She was never NXT champion. Obviously, she's had injury. She's had to overcome a bunch of injury stuff too. So I'm like, do they, not reward her because she's earned it, but you know what I mean? Do they kind of go like, hey, you've been a good soldier here for like a long time, been through a lot of shit, like you've earned this, But I do think if Lyra wins, like, what if Becky came back and went for the IC title with Lyra?
Set it up perfectly.
Right? Because they did their stuff in NXT and she put her over
Yeah.
in NXT earlier this year. Like, I feel like that would be cool. And if Becky Lynch was going for the IC title, that automatically makes that title so, because Becky's Becky.
Exactly.
And then especially if she put Lyra over again, that would make Lyra like a made woman. I feel like on the main roster, like, holy shit, she beat Becky Lynch to keep her title. Like, oh my God. All right. If that were to happen.
That'd be wild.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
I feel like that would, obviously you would assume Becky comes back and she's not far away from the world title because she's Becky Lynch. But they did Becky and Rhea last WrestleMania. You could run it back. But they did Becky and Rhea last Mania. So what if they were like, you know what, Becky, I think it's going to be Rhea and Io. I think that's where they're going. I think it's going to be Rhea because they had that thing where they both were holding the title.
Yeah.
Before Io had her one shot with Liv. And I would be all in on Rhea and Io. Ooh.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Their energy together is awesome. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Against one another. Let's go.
Yeah. And then I can't help but think Charlotte versus Tiffany at Mania. I feel like that just writes itself.
They had a little back and forth on Twitter too, I think.
I think I saw that.
Hinting at that a bit. Be good.
Yeah.
Be awesome.
Yeah. So I feel like, if you're heading into Mania and you're looking at Io and Rhea, and you're looking at Tiffany and Charlotte as your title matches, and then if you throw in Becky versus Lyra, Becky versus someone, obviously Liv more. You could do Becky and Liv. You could run that back, I guess. That was Becky's last match before she left. Wouldn't be for the title, obviously, but you could run that back, I guess. But you still got, you would have Becky who needs a match, your mid-card champions who need a match. Hoosier, I'm right with you. If it's Tiffany and Charlotte, I agree. I do think Tiffany would have to retain or should. Oh, wow. Tama Tonga just spit on that guy. Wow. That's when we came back to commercial with him hucking a loogie on someone. My
Wasting
God.
no time.
That is one of them. I don't know if there's more disrespectful things you can do than spit on someone.
The guy on the floor. Oh, man.
Yeah, that guy's dead. Oh, was that LA Knight? The hell?
Yeah.
Yeah. All disliked it, though.
Oh, here we go.
All right.
Exciting.
LA Knight's got the rematch with Shinsuke Nakamura coming up for the U.S. Championship tonight. Speaking of which, a similar storyline here.
And a two-night Mania, I think so. Especially when you just... Listen, I agree with you. History does say no. I agree with you, Ophelia. History definitely says no to all 4 women getting title matches. However, it's a two-night Mania. You just created these belts. I feel like the fact that you just created these belts, you probably want these belts getting defended on WrestleMania. I would hope. Oh, here we go, Chelsea. The longest reigning women's United States champion.
She's the best.
Oh, she rules. Yeah. I love Piper, too. I love both of them together. They are
Piper's
fucking perfect.
great.
I don't want them to ever break. I don't.
I know.
I don't want them to ever break
together.
up. I just want them to be. I just want them to be friends forever, man. I love everything about this.
They're the perfect hype women for each other.
Yeah, I like how Piper has the thing in her ear, like she's her security.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I'm her security. I do like the sparkles. I do like the sparkle suit.
takes her role very seriously.
Yep.
Indeed.
Love it.
She is First Lady of America's sweetheart, Chelsea Green, the Women's United States champion.
And I love how Chelsea's just like she's wearing red, white, and blue. Like she's wearing, like she's clearly a Canadian. Like clearly Canadian, but she's wearing like American outfits. Red, white, and blue with stars. Like she's like really just leaning in. Leaning in. This should be another good one. I thought their title match for the belt was very good. I liked it a lot.
Really good.
Yeah. I've actually enjoyed their feud a lot. I thought the dumpster match was beauty, a thing of beauty.
It was smart of Meechin to try that, knowing full well that Piper Niven is on the outside. Piper Niven pivotal in that final of this tournament at Saturday night's main event a few weeks ago. Meechin will have to keep one eye on Niven at all times.
Nice.
Off to a good start is Meechin, which gets a cover hook of the leg and an easy early kick out by Chelsea Green. But wait, the psychology when it comes
Just fucking crawling towards Piper.
She's never won a title in WWE. This is her fourth attempt at a singles title on the main roster. Second attempt, of course.
That is true. That is true. This would.
That was newly minted. How much does she have to go?
Hell yeah.
Adding extra pressure to her.
Hey, Spencer, what's going on, man? The boss man from Love Wrestling popping in the chat. What's going on? Watching Smackdown, having a good time. Thank you for all the likes over on TikTok. If you're watching on TikTok, smash that button for me. The more you do that, the more you share it out, better for the algorithm. I appreciate that. Oh, we got a boot. We got a boot on Meechin that already has a lace loose. Not good. Not good. Oh. All right, Motor City Machine Guns versus A-Town Down Under tie. All right, I'm all right with that.
Chelsea Green, remember, champion's advantage for Chelsea Green does not have to pin or submit the challenger to retain the title.
All right.
Unlike the reverse.
Chelsea's so good.
Chelsea Green thus far.
The rematch for the U.S. Championship.
Picture in picture. Now you get to watch the whole match, right? You still have the match on?
No.
Or going to commercial?
Nope. It's a commercial that says "Be right back."
Oh, that happened to Peggy on Raw. Peggy joined me. But
That's
then
Canadians, you know.
Yeah, but then there were some, I thought she said there were some commercials where she was still watching the match and I wasn't. I had full commercials. I was like, son of a b.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have the "Be right back."
Yeah. Huh. All right. I got picture in picture. Chelsea's just being Chelsea.
Being
But
Chelsea.
yeah, she's it looks like she's talking a lot of crap to Meechin and the crowd. So, but I wonder. All right. So if Chelsea retains, which I assume she will,
Yeah.
I wonder who who would be next
Who's
in
gonna
line.
step up?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder.
I try to think of I think Bailey's going over to Raw.
Yeah.
I think she's moving to Raw. They could do Bailey and Rhea at Mania. That's a match. I think they're going to do EO. I think they're going to do EO. But Bailey and Rhea is kind of a match we've never really seen before, kind of.
I'd love to see that.
That could be very good. But I do think Bailey's going to go over to Raw. I don't know. What about like Naomi? That'd be good. Naomi and Chelsea. Could do that.
That'd be good.
Yeah, all right. That'd be okay.
I could see that.
You could do. I mean, obviously, I don't know how well this would go for Chelsea, but I feel like Chelsea. She plays a heel, but she's over. Like the crowd likes her. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
Even
yeah,
though
for
she's a
sure.
heel, you could do Nia. I think you could buy into Nia. Going after it.
Maybe now that would be like her next step, Nia.
Yeah.
You could do that.
So I feel like maybe Nia going for it. Obviously, I assume Nia is going to want to. Nia will be Tiffany's first challenge. Like Nia will be like, no, we're going to fight proper.
Yeah.
So I assume that'll be the first thing that happens here. But
Oh yeah, she's crashing the celebration.
oh, 100%, she has to be, right? her and or Candace. But
I'm not too into Candace being thrown into that mix. I don't know.
Yeah.
For some reason, I can't get into it.
Yeah. I'm happy that they're just using her, to be honest.
For sure.
I feel like at first when I saw it, I was like, ooh, okay, like we're gonna have the person that leans in and makes Tiffany jealous and stuff like that. And I felt like there were times where they kind of leaned into it right, and I was like, oh, that was kind of cool. But for the most part, I feel like it didn't add too much to it for me a little bit. I felt like they
That's
probably
it,
should have
like-
done it a little better.
But-
But I'm
but
interested to
it's true,
see.
like it's.
Okay.
No, I was just gonna say it's good that she's being used. Like it's nice to see her on TV more and more. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I'm kind of like for me, I'm like now that Tiffany is officially not part of that faction, whatever you were calling it, I want to see the dynamic now where Candace is the main sidekick now.
yeah,
Like does Nia start treating Candace like shit like she did Tiffany? Or is like I'm interested in the dynamic with the two of them now that Tiffany is obviously removed and on her
yeah,
own.
it should be interesting to see play out.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Michin, who is desperately trying to get a foothold.
Oh, all right. Spencer in the chat is saying he has Charlotte versus Tiffany, Io versus Rhea, Becky versus Lyra. So we're all on board for that. And he said he thinks it's going to be Chelsea versus Piper. I just said I don't want them to break up though. That would make sense, obviously. But I don't know if I ever want Piper and Chelsea to break up. I love them so much together.
It's gonna break my heart.
I
It's
know.
gonna happen, and it's gonna break my heart.
I know. I feel like breaking down the line. Maybe like down the. I just don't want them to break up now. I just don't. I just don't want them to.
Was the champ Chelsea Green, who's absolutely rocked with that move. Take another look at this. The angle and the landing on the back of the neck of Green has allowed Michin a little.
I also wouldn't be shocked if like the mid card. Chelsea. Okay, that's not bad. Chelsea versus Sonya and a darkest. I also wouldn't be shocked if the mid card titles end up being multi-person matches at WrestleMania, like triple threats or fatal four ways, or just to kind of get more people on the Mania card.
Absolutely, yeah.
I could see one of, if not both of them, becoming multi-women matches.
For sure.
However, I think if Becky is, I think it should be. Whoa, Michin getting down, Michin. Michin's getting down. I would like Becky versus Lyra straight up though for the IC title. I think that would rule.
I would love it.
Yes. So maybe Chelsea's becomes a multi-woman, and maybe you can throw in a Naomi. You could, yeah. Usually Mania does have some sort of ladder or stipulation match. Maybe this is it. And we obviously know that Chelsea is now the Money in the Bank spots and stuff. She's kind of known for the big ladder spots kind of thing. Is that it? No. She does the unprettier. That's a good move, though. Yeah, 8-way dumpster match. Let's do it. I'm in, dude. But I wouldn't be shocked if maybe the Chelsea match becomes a 4-way or a 4-way with... You could even add Michin still if you wanted, but you could do Naomi, you could do Nia, Candice. You have a lot of options. Especially if...
I can definitely see that.
Yeah, and obviously after the Rumble, we're not even taking... I think Hoosier mentioned it earlier on Twitch, but I expect a Roxanne Perez to be on the main roster after the Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah.
I expect some NXT, maybe even a Cora Jade as well, but a Roxanne Perez, like, to me, like, the second Roxanne Perez is on the main roster, like, she needs to be involved heavily. Not at the top of the card, but, like, involved heavily. Like, she's a special person.
Absolutely.
I agree, Ophelia. I think I would like Chelsea to have a pretty decent reign here. Doesn't have to go forever, but she just won it in December. Like, she should hopefully make it to, past Mania, or at least to Mania. But, like, yeah. As we say this, watch, she'll probably lose right now. Oh, nope. Oh, she got the tights. Oh, she got the tights. Hey, look at I'll take it. I'll take it. We love Chelsea Green. But she had the tights.
She's like, give it here.
That was a great counter, but the tights, man. Uh-oh. Piper, get in there.
Piper's like, not on my watch.
No. Oh, Piper Niven's so good.
The best.
7 days ago, Michin defeated Piper Niven, and now she has to take that from Piper.
All right. So that's another match that Michin has a. I think she has an argument because of the pulling of the tights. I mean, they could go that route, Hoosier, with if they brought up Roxanne and Cora as tag champs. I think Roxanne should not. I have a feeling, or at least I think that Roxanne should kind of be focused, featured, and kind of on her own whenever she makes it to the main roster. I just feel like they really can do something special with her if they do it right.
And just as the Motor City Machine Guns closed in on victory, the ringside brawl meandered its way back into the ring, breaking up the matchup, forcing the official to throw this one out, leaving Motor City Machine Guns to...
I'll tell you what, I like seeing Pretty Deadly on my TV
Yeah, me
for like
too.
4 or 5 weeks in a row. That's nice.
I have a solution if you just let me explain.
Triple threat.
Oh! Hey, Theory! These boys talking about tag title opportunities.
Tag title? We had the tag team championships longer than all of you combined.
Come on! Hey, maybe we should take advantage of this transfer window, you know? Take our talents to Raw where a certain handsome, bald-headed jam actually knows how to handle real superstars. Yeah?
Oh. Well.
Enough! All right, number one. You two clearly seem to have issues, which is an understatement, so you can face each other. Perfect. Number two, you guys can face each other because you're both former champions, as you so eloquently said, and if you want to prove that you deserve a title shot, go out and do it.
All right.
And number
Fair.
three, don't interrupt me ever again, Grayson. Ooh, Adam Pearce didn't treat us this way on Monday, did he? Well, let's go fight. See you out there, Fox.
What do you say? See you out there? What? Fox?
Nick Aldis. And we will waste no time cleaning things up, see which tag team can take a step forward.
It feels like, yeah. And it's been a little while. All right, here we go. So it's going to be these guys versus Pretty Deadly. See, now I feel like I want Pretty Deadly to win. But Pretty Deadly is not going to win.
No. but I would love to see them win.
Yes, I feel like Pretty Deadly has been so underutilized.
I know, right?
They're incredible.
Angel and Berta had some recent struggles, but they're so talented, so capable.
Pretty Deadly, baby. Love them. They better get the entrance. You better not give them the entrance. I want to see their entrance. Don't do this to me.
Right.
All right, I got a commercial now. Boo.
Boo.
All right, so we're getting a lot of all right, so we're getting 2 tag matches. I like to see it. I assume the main event will be yes, boy. Yes, exactly, Ophelia. I need the entrance because they do the slow motion thing where their hairs
The
flow.
wind in the
Yeah,
hair.
oh my god, it's so good. I eat that shit up.
Beautiful.
That type of shit in wrestling, I eat up. I just eat it up.
The best.
I friggin' love it. But yeah. Oh, God. I mean, every year at Mania, it feels like the tag title matches are multi-person matches. I know we have the Rumble and Chamber first, so we're getting ahead of the wagon here, but I can't help but think, especially on the SmackDown side of things, with all these tag teams involved, because we're not even talking about the Street Profits. DIY wasn't in there, and the Street Profits and DIY had there's like 6 tag teams that are like involved in this, which is good because they don't do enough with the tag divisions on both shows, so that's good. But it just makes me think that we are totally, even though we're 4 months away, like we're getting a 4-way tag match, like it's happening, you know?
Oh yeah, they gotta cram it all in there, you know.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Wheatley vodka, bless. So. I will say though, doing a lot of shows with non-Americans, the whole commercial thing to me Like in the differences of like what we see and you guys see. Like obviously I know it, whatever, but like the actual commercials and things like that, it's fascinating to me. It's
Yeah, it's
fascinating.
wild.
Yeah. Like our commercials in America are so much different than commercials everywhere. Like,
That's really true. When I went to Cleveland and I was watching TV, I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
There's so many restaurant
That's what
advertisements.
I was
and-
literally gonna say. Every person that's not American, they've always told me, they're like, all your commercials are like food. Like they're just all food.
It's true.
And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's what it is. It's literally, it's food, insurance,
Yeah,
and like
that's true.
cars. It's like car dealerships. Obviously, you have the local commercials that they'll throw in there for like local stuff, a couple of them. But it's literally like all restaurants and food and insurance. Those are like and law firms. Yes, Lawrence, and law firms. Those are like the
Law firms,
three
yeah.
general commercials that like every other commercial is either a type of food or a restaurant, some sort of insurance, and some sort of injury law, cancer law, misdiagnosed at the doctor law, some sort of, were you wronged? I will get you money. Pay me money, and I will get you money. You know?
I'm waiting for there to be like an ad for like a food place, and then the next one is like, "Did you eat at this
Yeah,
place? Call our law
exactly.
firm."
Exactly. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Plus on cable, we get those American channels too. Yeah. Yeah. Mesothelioma. That's unfortunately, that's
The
that's
mesothelioma
one.
commercials.
Yeah. That's one. That's one of those cancers
Yeah.
that where it's just like, because
We get that one too.
yeah, that one is crazy. All right. So my father had it, mesothelioma. So okay. The information that I found with that specific one, because my dad got sick with it, like that was in his system for over 30 years before,
wow.
like, because it can just stay in you because it's like you get it from asbestos or bad stuff or something like that.
Mhm.
But it can stay in your system from anywhere from like 15 to 40 years before it like actually becomes mesothelioma. It's crazy. It's crazy.
So it just like pops up out of nowhere.
Yeah, like
after staying, like,
so my dad got diagnosed in 2012 with mesothelioma, right? And they said, "Oh yeah, it was from asbestos." From when, and they asked him like, "Did you ever work in a factory or a plant or anything like that?" And he worked in a plant in 1977 to like 1984. He worked in a plant where they made parts for like jets and cars and things like that. And he was like, yeah, they gave him half an entrance. Son of a B. You needed the whole entrance. All right, they're giving him at least this they got the disco ball. Tremendous.
the disco ball, the slow motion.
Yeah. So he
I'm
worked.
really sorry about your dad though.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But like, yeah, but that's what it was like. So he only worked until like 1984, and he didn't get diagnosed until 2012.
That's insane.
That's wild. You know?
Oof. Awful.
Oh, really? I love them. That's part of the shtick for me that I love is the belly shirts. Or like, they're not even belly shirts. I don't even know what you would call them, because they're whole.
They're like if a crop top had a crop top.
Like it really just goes past the collarbone, really.
Yeah.
You know?
What are those called that like dancers wear? It's kind of like that.
I feel you. It's
Like
called
ballerinas
fashion.
and stuff?
Yes. I wouldn't know the term for it, but I know what you're
Called
talking about.
fashion.
I know what you're talking about.
Love it.
Yeah, I feel you. It's called fashion. Not everybody can rock that. You have to have a certain look. Like these guys can pull it off. But
Yeah.
it's all Lawrence Wiz. Hello.
Beautiful.
Hello, Wakia. Hopefully I said that right. Over on the TikTok. Hi, how are you? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would be more along those lines, Hooja.
Honestly, same.
Yeah. I'd be like, they'd be like, you can't go outside like that. I'd be like, technically I can. This counts. Like, would you be able to go into a convenience store wearing that? Does that count? No shirt, no service. If you walked in wearing that, would that count? That's what I need to know. Would that count?
That's a good question.
If you owned said convenience store and you had a rule that was no shirt, no service, and you saw somebody, doesn't even have to be, somebody walk in wearing that, would you count that?
I mean, I'm horrible to ask because if somebody had the guts to wear that, I'd be like, just come on in.
Yeah.
Just come on in.
I agree. I'd be like, what do you need? They'd be like that. I'd be like, hurry. Be
Yeah,
quick.
exactly.
Be
On
quick.
the house.
Be quick.
It's in the embryonic phase right now, but believe me, it's going to be big when they pull it off.
Oh, very nice.
As he gets tossed across the ring.
And Kit Wilson's got virtually nothing going in this match at all.
Why is Garza wearing a shirt?
Masterclass thus
Since
far.
when does Garza... What, he wrestled with a shirt on?
Finally, Santos Escobar has got his
Remember when Garza had the pants?
Phantasma cooking on all
I missed that. That was a good... See, and again, those corny... Like, not all of them. Some of them are just too corny and lame. Oh! Damn. I believe it's painted on, but I think they both do. But for some reason, Garza's wearing a shirt. But usually they both have it, that little, like, it looks like a claw, like they got scratched by a tiger or some shit. Like a lion scratched them or
That's newer,
something.
though, no? It's only
Yeah.
been like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's newer. It's on the newer side, but they both have, I think Garza usually has it on the other pec. So one guy has it on this side, the other guy has it on this side.
Right.
But, what's their name? What do they call them? It's Los Garzos, isn't it? Los Garzas? Isn't that their name now?
Yeah, I believe so.
So what's the deal with that? Like, there's no references. Although I guess Legado del Fantasma, his mask was kind of like, I'm just like, what's the reference to the cat aspect of it? Like, they're not called like the Lions or anything like that. They're Los Garza. Like, what does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to like form a sense of unity because people don't believe they're a tag team.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
No, you can ask all the questions you want. You can ask all the questions you want. That's what we're here for. Is to have a good time, watch some
Sensual
wrestling.
Mustard asks no bad questions.
There you go. I mean, with that name, how could you?
Exactly.
How could you? If you could think of that name, you can. Come on. Sensual Mustard. He popped into my stream earlier when I was playing games. And
Nice.
just his name sparked literally like a 5-minute conversation in the chat about what kind of mustards we all liked. It's a true story. We were like, oh, honey mustard? Dijon. We were like, well, we're talking about, well, with chicken fingers, honey mustard is the way. But, you having a deli sandwich, you give it that yellow mustard, We had a whole conversation about it. Strictly because of his name. It used to be sexual mustard.
You hate
Fair.
crop tops and KO. No questions from you.
Yeah.
That's fair, Ophelia.
Wow, that is true. He did say earlier that he did not. You were frozen at the time, and we had to get you back in here. But he did say that he could not stand Kevin Owens. But
How have we not discussed this before? I'm like, I am aghast.
to be fair, they did say that it was because he's good at his job, and he's a bad guy, and he doesn't. Yes, he heals well. That's what he said. So to be fair,
okay.
I don't know if it's a
I can get
respectful
behind that.
can't stand or he actually, because if you actually can't stand Kevin Owens, that says more about you than it does Kevin Owens to me.
I feel better with this answer because that's
Yeah.
I would not accept this.
Yeah. Yeah. To be fair, super crop tops. They are super crop tops. They are. Yeah. Because there's a certain thing of like, there are people that come along in the wrestling world and they get booed and they get all the heat because they truly have heat. People don't like them and stuff like that. And then there's the people that get booed out of respect. Like Kevin Owens, when he comes out, he's a bad guy, so he's getting booed, but he's getting booed out of respect.
Exactly.
People aren't booing him and saying, we don't want this guy on our screens. They're saying, he's a good bad guy. Like I feel like Dominic Mysterio, when he first started getting all that heat, he was getting all that heat because he was terrible. And he was like getting all that, when they were like, you stink, like go away, we don't want you. But now, even though he gets all that heat, that booing now, that's respect booing.
It is.
That's respect booing because we've seen him get so much better. And he's just
come so far, and it's amazing.
Yes. So, like, you know. All right, all right, so Garza took off his shirt, so he... Yeah, oh, no, actually, no, they have it on the same side. Oh, no, they don't. It's opposite sides. Hell yeah, I was right. All right. Garza also has the hair down now. Ooh. All right. See, you know... Oh. Who's the... Not that it matters anymore, because heels and baby faces don't always have to face each other, but, like, who... They're presenting Los Garzas as the baby face in this. Kinda. Right?
Yeah.
Are they like, because Santos is still a pretty decent heel, right?
I'm kind of confused at their whole thing, honestly.
Oh, sure, that's what happens when you're not deadbeat dad teaches you. It's true. Sure. All right. Yeah, they're definitely... He's yelling, yeah. Oh, he did the pants! Hell yeah. All right, cool. All right, thank you. Thank you for that. Is that it? I don't disagree. I don't disagree that I don't think they're always needed depending on scenario. But yeah, I mean it's a lot easier to when it's babyface versus heel. It's a lot easier to plan your stories and do stuff like that. But. Yep. That is the thing, Ophelia. Yeah, last week these guys showed up to help DIY. And DIY is nowhere to be found right now to return the favor. Although Santos is going to get involved right here. Wow. Pretty Deadly's going down right now. Dang it. I don't like it. Whoa! All right.
Okay.
All right. All right. Damn. You know, look, again, but they're great wrestlers, these two. These guys are very good. They're very good in the ring. And I like Santos Escobar a lot. I just would have loved Pretty Deadly to have won that match. This move right here, though, was pretty good looking. Oh, he landed high on his neck, though.
Yeah.
You can see the ref immediately is like, hey, you good? He's like, you all right? All right. All right. There is no clarity in the tag team division. Absolutely not. There is none. Yeah, Santos is not young. He's been wrestling for a long time in Mexico. And he's been with WWE for a handful of years now. He was in NXT for a while. So he's been here for a while. But yeah, he is, again, as somebody who's turning 40 this year, he's not old. He's not old. But, yeah. Oh, tremendous last week. This whole thing was great. Money in the bank. All right, commercial? Hey, nope, LA. Oh, what's the main event then?
I don't know.
Is the celebration the main event? Maybe Charlotte comes back tonight.
Ooh, maybe.
What if Charlotte is the one that interrupts the celebration? If that's the main event segment.
That would be awesome.
If that's the main event segment. Don't get me wrong. I think Nia, disrupting it is probably the safest and right call. But if they're saving that for the main event segment, I think something. No, I love Nia, but I think something big would be happening there. Wow, Wade, that was a terrible yeah. You got to work on that. You got to work on that, Wade. That was real bad.
He's like, I'll say it, but I won't be happy.
That was bad. I love Wade Barrett, but that was bad. He's got to work on that. I know they just got back to Smackdown, but he's got to work on that moving forward. That was a little rough. Yeah. All right. So we have a U.S. title match happening when we return. Hell yeah. And I would assume that Shinsuke will retain. I hope.
I think so.
I hope so. Thank you for the follow, NY2Trim, over on TikTok. Appreciate you, my friend. Welcome on in. Hopefully you're enjoying Amanda and I watching along SmackDown with you guys. All right, we're an hour in. 2 more to go. Bless. Bless. What is this? I am getting a commercial for an animated movie. And it kind of looks like the Wallace and Gromit like animation. It's not Wallace and Gromit though, but it looks like that type of
Wallace and
animation
Gromit.
style. It's called Dog Man. DreamWorks did it. It's called Dog Man.
I'm gonna have to look into that. I love those kind of movies.
Yeah, I do too. I do too. Yeah, there was a lot that happened in that half hour. I mean, in that hour, there was a lot that happened that went down. And now we're gonna start hour 2 with the title match, and then we know we're getting what Motor City Machine Guns and A-Town Down Under. We got the championship thing, and then I'm sure they'll throw in. I'm shocked that they didn't announce that like Cody and Jimmy were facing Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga. Like I felt like that would have been that's a pretty put together main event there, but we'll see. He's been on the show multiple times, Suja. They showed him in the beginning segment. He made those tag matches. Yeah, it's a sport.
He's wearing like a blue suit.
Yeah, he's wearing like a baby blue suit. So yeah, he's been on the screen a few times. Yeah, it's a score. Nice little bot, gives us all the scores. Obviously, yeah, hockey, basketball, some college football tonight. There's a big time playoff game happening in college football tonight. So, I'm not the hugest college football guy. I prefer the pro brand, but yeah. So the winner of this game will be going to the championship game.
Nice.
Against Notre Dame. So, Notre Dame. That's who Pluggo roots for, Notre Dame. So I usually rag on Notre Dame, but and I still do with Pluggo, but because Pluggo, Notre Dame has a history of, or they had a history of like always like being good during the regular season and making it to like the end or the playoffs and stuff like that. And they would always just get their asses kicked. But they've actually won a couple games this time and they're in the championship for the first time in like 10 or 11 years or something like that. So a part of me wants to rag on Pluggo and say they're going to lose to Notre Dame. But I'm also like, I kind of want them to win for Pluggo because I can't, Yeah. So I'm just like, shit.
Friendship.
I'm like, shit, So I'm like, I'm seeing literally two commercials of Saturday night's main event back to back. That's what I just saw, back to back.
I just have one going now.
Yeah. Why
was Hogan on it? Come on.
I would think they would pivot. I think this is the one that they've been showing even before what happened on Monday.
Yeah, that's true.
And it seemed like Hogan, I don't know if they're still going to do it with what happened on Monday, but it seemed like instead of Jesse the Body Ventura, that Hogan was the guy that was going to be the old legend that showed up at this one.
Yeah, okay.
That was the vibe I got from the commercials and stuff. But now, obviously, what happened on Monday, I don't know if they're just going to say, F it, we're still doing it, or they go, yeah, maybe we shouldn't, we should go with somebody else. Can we call anybody else?
Literally anybody else.
It's almost in San Antonio, Texas. Like, Shawn Michaels still works for you. Just get him out there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very easy. I love this new music and entrance. I love this whole presentation of Shinsuke.
I'm obsessed. I love it. It's amazing.
Third run, huh? I knew he won it at least once before, but this is his third reign as U.S. champ. No, I think the Rumble will be a 5-match card like usual. I think they'll do a 5. You got the ladder match. You got the ladder match. You got the 2 Rumbles. I think we're going to get New Day versus Rey and Penta. And then you throw in a women's match. I think you throw in a... You could do Tiffany and Nia. You could run back Tiffany and Nia at the Rumble, like in a proper match. So I would think maybe you do that. You have like the... But I would think the Saturday night's main event, the Saturday before the Rumble, will be where all the titles or all the big matches they want to do that aren't making the Rumble card, they're all going to be on that Saturday night's main event. I would think. Yeah.
And Wade, here's what went down last week with Nakamura.
Yeah, that's right. On Smackdown.
He looks like such a savage.
I love it.
Yeah.
Connecting with that Kinshasa for the win. Celebrations post-match did not last long, however, as the megastar came looking for revenge after a black missed attack several weeks earlier. Nakamura
They definitely gave LA Knight the Hogan colors, though, on his new merch. They went Hogan colors with him.
They went all out, yeah.
Yeah.
told to me with everybody saying
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming to collect what he feels is owed to him. The gold that is presented to the crowd here at the Moda Center in Portland, Oregon. Look at the size of this crowd for Friday Night Smackdown, the second of our U.S. Championship matches.
Oh, yeah, both United States Championship matches were on the line tonight. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Now, this much anticipated rematch of Nakamura
I almost felt like they should have swapped them.
in WWE when it comes to
And you should have had the IC and the Women's US on one show, and then the US and the Women's IC on the other show.
around her waist.
So it was kind of like a different, instead of having the IC on both and the... I get why they did it. It's not a problem either way, but I thought it might have been maybe you
Balance it out a
switch
bit
it.
more,
yeah,
yeah, for
so you
sure.
can kind of,
office after box office, and they don't get much.
And not necessarily, you could have done it either way. You could have had the men's IC move to Smack. Either way, but I felt like
Yeah.
having one a US and an IC on each show, regardless of which gender it was, I think would...
Because I always find rematches to be fascinating as to what was learned in the first go and what strategy can be changed
All right.
and how to take effect when you get into the rematch. So you look back at what we saw in Survivor
Little
Series
Nate.
November 30th. What was learned by LA Knight?
What was learned by LA Knight is that Shinsuke Nakamura is an absolute master at the art of war. He only fights battles on his own terms and can get
You gotta hit him.
into the minds of
You gotta hit him.
opponents like no other. The difference tonight, of course, LA Knight has got nothing to lose. He's playing with house money and he wants his gold back.
Beauty.
He keeps Shinsuke Nakamura's games and tricks out of his mind is the question we're about to find out.
Taking a controlled approach early on here is LA Knight.
Oh,
Well, the people have come here tonight en masse, and it is up to LA Knight to give the people.
where are they? Oh, Portland. They're in Portland.
That
Okay.
is a big dub for the megastar who played
Oh,
part-time security guard earlier tonight, throwing Jacob Fatu out of the arena as if he didn't have already enough on his plate.
It's true.
With Shinsuke Nakamura and taking his eye off the ball for a split second, of course. The Japanese superstar pounces.
Nakamura just running straight in with violence as Knight was draped over.
I would like to see Nakamura have a
Fatu, and you saw what happened
a
earlier.
decent run.
Paul Heyman and Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens and
I would love that. He's great. He's
Yeah.
just one of my faves.
Yeah, he's so good, and
So good.
they kind of fumbled the bag with him when they didn't have him win the world title at all. So the fact that he finally got a big win to get the U.S. title, I don't want him to lose it. Again, I am not one of these people that thinks that every title reign needs to be a year. or a year and a half. I'm not saying that, but a good 4 to 6 month reign with good, like I just need him to like not lose it quickly, I guess.
Yeah, that would be great. He just has like this aura.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Competed in MMA prior to his time in sports entertainment. Doesn't LA Knight know all about the danger that
Damn.
Shinsuke Nakamura holds?
And running knee as he had LA Knight up on top of the ropes there and just falls to the floor, collapsing after that impact.
There's a crunching landing. Try and brace yourself for those kind of falls all the way to the outside of the concrete floor. I don't know what is left.
I mean, Shinsuke's dominating it.
At this point, he has been beaten around the ring.
All right. I was like, something's got to give here. He's just getting his butt kicked.
Looking to come back here. And he sends out Nakamura to the floor.
Nakamura at a crunching landing head first onto our floor. And
Baseball slap right into
All right.
the desk.
Oh yeah, they have that new fancy desk too. That Raw had.
Right? It's
Looked unbreakable.
fancy with the lights.
Slamming his head.
It also looked unbreakable. I was like, is that ever gonna break? Ever again?
Sure.
reinforced desk.
Yeah, reinforced desk. That's what it was. Like, that is a very sturdy table now.
As Nakamura
If somebody hits that by accident, I'm afraid.
desk. It's a
That's a good shout, Lawrence.
escalate in terms of the
That's a good shout. I would love to see Penta and Shinsuke.
so solid.
That would be a lot of fun.
When you hit your head on this new bad boy.
Didn't go down, did it? Look at that, Joe.
You never know with the transfer portal. You never know. I know he's debuting on Raw, but maybe he doesn't stay there.
What is his?
But
Easier
I feel like Penta, obviously, when he shows up, he's going to be over because he looks like a unbelievable, and he's a good wrestler, and he'll just be over. But I feel like Penta should be heel. Like, yeah. The rumor, everyone thought, and I still think they're going to get to it, but him and Ray, I assume, are going to team up or something like that. Like, I think he can team up with Ray to fight the New Day if they go that route. Like, that would be a good first match for the New Day as heels. And I think that Penta should, like, turn heel almost immediately on Ray.
Absolutely.
And I think that should be I honestly think that should be Ray's WrestleMania match. Because I think it should be Ray versus Penta. One-on-one. And have Penta go over.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. I think that
To see.
that should be the Mania match, I think. I feel like that would be fantastic for both of them.
Absolutely.
But I think that would be very cool. Like heel Penta versus Ray. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blow the roof off.
Yeah, it would be very good. And then I would assume later on this year, whenever it is allowed, we'll actually see Ray Phoenix, and then we'll get the Lucha Brothers, and I would assume they'll be near the top or at the top of the...
That bird really did it. Only pay for what you need.
Yeah. You think? You think Dragon Lee does it? Because they clearly tried to do the tag team thing with Ray and Dragon Lee, and then they just stopped, and they were like, you know, we're going to do single stuff with Dragon Lee, and now Dragon Lee's not even used. I don't know why, because I do think they have a star in that guy. But he's just kind of on the back burner now. And then I'm just kind of like, oh, I didn't mute my ads. I feel you. Legend. I got picture-in-picture, so I was like, oh, I'm still watching. Unbelievable. I feel he has to yell at me, because especially when we get after the first hour, I'm good with it. I'm like, oh, yeah. And then as the show goes, I just always forget, because we're either chatting or I'm just like, yep. And I feel he has to yell at me all the time. You heard Liberty? Yeah. You know what Liberty is? Insurance. But anyway, I digress. Yes, and that's why I think with Penta, you can't. I feel like with Penta, you can't. I'm okay with him. Well, he's going to debut on Monday against Chad Gable, so he's not even debuting involving with Ray, which is fine. But I do think he's going to help Ray against the New Day. At least I thought that's what they were going to do until all of a sudden it was like, no, he's fighting Chad Gable, which I'm okay with. You keep him away. If you want to keep him away from Ray, that's fine. I don't think every other Mexican guy needs to be involved with the LWO when they come in.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a thing that needs to happen. I just want Penta to come in and just destroy people. That's all I want. Just give me
Absolutely.
evil Penta just fucking ruining everybody. You know, it's the beginning of January. So also, you know what is a very, I know we talked about food, lawyers, and insurance for commercials. For about the first 3 weeks to the whole month of January, gyms. A lot of gym commercials.
Oh yeah.
Because they're
Of
like,
course.
oh, it's January 1st. Everybody wants their resolution. Come to the gym. Join our gym. Yeah. And that happens.
Of course.
That happens.
They get like 3 months full and then nobody shows up and
Correct.
they have a year contract.
Yep. We're taking $20 from you every month, even though you quit on fucking January 10th. That's today, actually. But, you know.
November 30th, this the rematch, his first title defense.
Yeah.
Trading right hand center of the ring. Right here in Portland,
Oh.
Oregon. Loaded knife.
Damn.
On Smackdown.
Feeding off that frenzy of energy that has taken over this arena, and it is LA Knight, the challenger.
Little Nate went down for a pin right there. He went down and he was like, oh.
Playing right into the emotion of it all.
Oh, nice. Very good.
Slam from Knight.
Nakamura in big trouble now. He is right where the megastar wants him.
Yeah.
Elbow comes home. Into the cover to get the gold back in the kick out by Nakamura.
I know LA Knight had a world title match against Roman a while back. But when does LA Knight eventually make that move up to, like, be around the main title picture all the time?
Yeah, I don't know. He kind of like pivots. He goes like up and down roller coaster style, you know? So-
Yeah. Like, I thought he was a good U.S. champ. He lost. I think he's going to lose here. And then I would think he's obviously going to be in the Rumble. But I when does he...
He can start the new year fresh.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. That, I thought Amanda nailed it. He's always hovering around the main event, but then he seems to kind of just...
Dip a bit.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
he stays right there, you know?
yeah.
Exposed turnbuckle that came off earlier in the matchup.
Oh, I love this move from Nakamura.
Right to the back of the head of the megastar, followed up by that sliding German suplex. And Nakamura has turned this one around.
Another great name in the chat, Anonymous Dumpling.
Speed, explosive,
That's my brother.
Oh, is that your brother? Hell yeah, bro. I know.
Hey.
Yeah, heck yeah. Look at this. Do they talk to each other? They go, hey, let's just pick an adjective or an adverb or whatever, and then we'll just put a random
Right.
food item after it. Sensual mustard, anonymous dumpling. Who's
And
next?
they're both Canadian.
Who's
See?
next?
Like-
What's next?
He's on a 4-match win streak as he counters with the kick. Able to parry and counter with the kick.
Thunderbolts to the brain of the megastar, but amazing.
Oh.
powers of recovery from the
Very good.
The megastar with a big chance here.
Whoa!
2 and change.
late kick out from Nakamura. Paint etched all over the face.
You're the
Jab taking
wait,
another look this deep into a championship
an intro.
at that level.
Yeah,
Like-
I've been trying to get this kid to watch wrestling for like so many years, and it's just not his thing. So he's like really here to like support. So
Hell yeah.
woo!
I love it. Well, welcome in. Hopefully you're enjoying the show. It's been a pretty good episode of SmackDown so far. So hopefully you're enjoying the show. We can guide you along.
Desperation now
Oh,
from Nakamura.
how do you feel about this reverse Boston Crab here?
By LA Knight. And it's locked in.
How do we feel about this? Chat, let me know. How does everybody feel about this reverse Boston Crab as a move?
Applying all the pressure.
Desperate for this submission. Shinsuke Nakamura.
I feel like he should grab his arms and kind of,
That's it. Like
right? Why would you stop? You got to grab his arms and really pull him
exactly.
in.
Charles Robinson forcing the break as Nakamura was able to crawl his way over to the rope.
And just when you see the finish line in sight as the challenger, there is nothing more soul-destroying than that moment.
Oh.
Now counted elbow attempt blocked by LA Knight.
You can see LA Knight.
Oh!
He didn't want to release that left hand, and now he rolls him up in the counter.
Counter for counter like a chess game with a hell of a lot more pain.
With a hell of a lot more pain.
This match is incredible action between these two.
Yeah, this has been a pretty good match here.
Attempting that Kinshasa
instead of Kinshasa near roll-up from LA Knight. Both men, toe-to-toe, move after move, no BFT, but instead, it's Nakamura.
Yeah, right. Like that would be like almost like a reverse surfboard. You know, if he grabbed the arms there.
Yeah.
Kinshasa attempt, Nakamura, can the champ take it home?
All right. Nah, foot on the rope, dude. Come on. We've seen this before.
The foot on the rope. Knight found a way. LA Knight survives it.
LA Knight survives.
Critical of Shinsuke Nakamura. It was a lax cover, not paying attention after a superbly executed Kinshasa. That right leg of the megastar loose and simply too close to the bottom rope. That's what happens this deep into championship.
You think so? You think someone's gonna interfere?
You don't execute
Oh.
like you normally do.
I think Shinsuke is gonna miss. I think Shinsuke is gonna miss. He's gonna go knee first.
Right.
Oh, is he gonna lose? I think he might.
Oh man.
Oh
He
no,
might
Nakamura, you gotta
lose.
roll. You gotta roll, Nakamura.
Roll.
Roll.
Come on. Come
Wait, no,
on.
somebody is coming. Oh, it's their back. It's the bloodline.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
back.
that makes sense because LA Knight kicked him
Yo,
out. That makes
Andrew
sense.
called it.
There we go. So, yep, you called it, Mustard. Somebody did come in. They got back in the building.
Yeah.
That was a good match,
I was
too.
worried there. I was worried.
Yeah.
Pop-up Samoan drop. The Samoan werewolf has arrived.
Nakamura, get your belt and get the hell out of there. You don't ask questions. You don't worry about anything. Is Cody going to come back out here, though? Or it should be Jimmy Uso again still, right? I think LA Knight's just going to get it.
Oh, here comes the hit right to the head of LA Knight. After he's already absorbed such a draining punishment going toe-to-toe with Nakamura.
Let me point something out, Joe Test. Not one security guard is heading out here right now, and who the hell can blame him?
Yo, Eric, how are you, man? Welcome in. All right, this move is the most impressive thing ever. Every time I see it, I'm like, a guy that size should not be to be able to make that look so easy.
Oh, yeah, there comes Cody. Oh, and Jimmy.
Oh yeah. See, how is this not? Now he's in his wrestling gear. Like this is gonna turn into a tag match tonight. There is no way.
It has to. It has to.
Cody's wearing his wrestling gear.
Yeah.
There is no way that this is not this does not turn into like a main event tag match. At least the dark
No,
match
this is the main event. for
has to be
sure.
the main event. Has to be. I think they'll do the Tiffany celebration right at 10 o'clock. That'll be the 10 o'clock thing, and this has to be the main event. This is twice now these four have been brawling.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Hi, nice to meet you.
I am also watching the Ohio State-Texas game. That was a crazy play at the end. The half is still going on with 13 seconds, but yep. Here it is.
Me and Jimmy are here.
Here we go. We're getting it.
Yeah.
Get a ref in there. Oh, they doing it right now?
Let's do this here.
Tonight.
Do this
So.
tonight.
All right, main event. Yeah, 100%. Main event.
General Manager Nick Aldis listening to Cody Rhodes' demands.
Do it, Aldis. Yes! Thumbs up from Nick Aldis.
He's got it. Are you kidding me?
All right. Tag team matches galore.
Against the Samoan werewolf
Tag team matches galore tonight.
tonight.
They're like, okay, we're gonna make you go out and then back a third time today.
Yep. They're like, well, these people need to see you guys 3 separate times. Again, though, the match is going to be good. I don't want Cody involved with the bloodline at fucking all.
I know.
At all. Damn it. Oh, they're doing it next. This is next?
Oh, yeah.
And Tiffany Stratton's history-making Money in the Bank
It's
match.
next.
That's next on this outrageously entertaining Friday night SmackDown
Wow.
right here on
You know, when you have to tell me, it has been, don't get me wrong, Joe Tessitore, who I like. But when you have to tell me that it's an outrageously entertaining episode of SmackDown, that you don't have to do that. We'll be right back on this outrageously entertaining episode. What? Don't tell you. Huh? I'm supposed to come up with that opinion.
They gotta tell all the new people on Netflix.
Yeah.
You gotta like assure
You're
them.
like, don't tell me how good the show is. I'm gonna judge how good the show is from watching the show.
You know.
Yeah, don't tell me.
Don't tell me how I feel about this.
Exactly.
Febreze has a microchip to control scent release, so it smells first day fresh for 50 days. 50 days? And its refill reminder light means I'll never miss a day of freshness.
I love Joe Tessitore. I love Joe Tessitore. I'm not blaming him. I don't think he came up with that line.
No.
I think he was fed that shit. Oh yeah, Ophelia, thank you. See? Always forget. Always forget.
She keeps you in check, man.
She does. She doesn't want me to get copyrighted. She's like, I'm here every Tuesday. I'm not doing this for nothing. Like, I'm not having your channel get shut down because you're an idiot. So that's what she's saying. But yeah. Exactly, Spencer.
It's right.
Had no idea how not just entertaining, outrageously entertaining. Outrageously entertaining. Again, I love Tessitore. I'm just ragging on him, but it's like, yeah, you know. Like if some like I kind of put it like yeah, like I don't know, if you were explaining something to somebody that you made or you did whatever, like yeah, you might be like, "Oh yeah, I tried it. It's good. It's really good." You wouldn't be like, "Yo, this is outrageously spectacular." Outrageously spectacular. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's weird.
I'm just going to emphasize everything like that from now on.
Yeah.
I am having an outrageously good time.
Yeah. Outrageously entertaining time I'm having. This is like, again, yeah, next time I'm out somewhere, I'm just going to, if somebody goes, "Hey, you having a good time?" I'll be like, "This is outrageously entertaining." Yes. Hilarious. All right. So, all right, we get now. I need to double check because I thought Tessitore said coming up next we look back at Tiffy from last Friday. So that makes me think of maybe we're not going right into the celebration. Maybe they're just gonna show like a vignette or a
Nice
package
catch, yeah, maybe.
of what happened, and then. You know, I do not get that, Spencer. That is only for you Canadians. But yes, you guys have all told me you get a nice little countdown, and you know exactly when the commercial's coming back. Which that has
shows will be right back in like multiple languages too.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I mean, that has to be pretty convenient because, like, obviously if they go to if they go to commercial, oh, what is that? 250. Oh yeah. 2:15:25. Oh, this is Vengeance Day, probably. I'm getting an NXT ad right now. NXT is coming. Oh, to
Washington, D.C.
Oh yeah, Vengeance Day. Hell yeah. I forget what I was talking about. Sorry, it's fine. But yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, now that you get the countdown, so you know, like if you were like, "Oh, I'm really hungry, I gotta go get a snack. Or I gotta go grab something," and the countdown's like, "Well, you got 2 minutes and 40 seconds. You're like, "Hell yeah. All right, now I know." You know?
It's perfect.
Yep. Washington, D.C. Do you know how many evil people live right where they're looking right there? Just how many evil people just live right in their midst right there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Terrible.
you'll know soon enough when you are part of us. That's right. I say that half kidding. We ragged on Lawrence the other day about it, and it got to the point where I felt like Lawrence was actually getting like, he's like, "I know you're kidding, but I'm worried." And we were like, "Okay, let's relax. It's fine."
It's scary.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
to think about.
Yeah. 51st state. I don't know about that. I have a feeling you'd be like Puerto Rico. You'd be a territory. I don't know if we'd make you a state. I know Trump's saying that, but I'm pretty sure you would just be, you know. First of all, I don't think it'll happen. But second of all, That match between Naomi and Nia, though, before the cash-in, fucking ruled.
I know.
Ruled. Naomi, they were
So
both good,
good.
but Naomi was incredible in that match.
I didn't have power, so I had a bunch of people like live texting me
Yeah.
like what was happening.
Yeah.
And then I got to watch it, and I was like, yeah.
And I thought they did a really good job because they did it that they were teasing the cash-in at first, which they've done before, but then Tiffy helped her win.
Yeah.
And she helped her win. She threw the ref down, and she was in there, and then they did it. It was very
And then
well
they
done.
did it.
It was very, very well done.
It was amazing.
And then I did like the Bianca thing as well, like Bianca hitting her with that, and it was like, oh, she's definitely doing it. Once Bianca did that, I was like, she's cashing it 100%. It's happening.
100%.
Yep. Hell yeah. I am, yes. I am. I am all things Boston. I'm all things Boston around these parts. Oh, well. My team stinks this year, so it is what it is. I mean, we stink every year. We're choke artists even when we're good. I don't. You're not gonna see me gloating over the Bruins because we're frauds. We are frauds all the time. But however, I mean, you guys blow. Sorry, but the Habs fucking trash, bro. What have you been? What have you had? The #1 pick for like 9 years in a row. That's how bad you are. Get over it. Oh, Motor City Machine Gun and the worst entrance music of all time.
The worst.
So bad.
I'm so happy to see them on in WWE, and then they give them this. What?
Brutal entrance music.
Raise your fists.
Raise your fists. Awful pyro, awful music, great tag team.
And they're both like musicians too, and super into music, so it must like kill them.
It's so bad. Like just as generic can be, dude. They're a great tag team, a truly great tag team.
One of my all-time favorites.
Yes,
like,
and I'm glad they're there. I'm glad they won the titles that early. I'm all in on these guys, but this entrance music is about as bad as it gets.
it really is.
Brutal.
It kills me. Oh, I love them.
Yeah, they're great.
As we roll on with Friday Night Smackdown from here in Portland, Oregon, and you heard it. We got Cody and Jimmy.
Cody and Jimmy. Yep, that's the main event, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just listen to that music. You know, just the genericness of it. It's just like so bad. Like, come on, man.
They're like, get amped with the most boring music ever.
Oh, it's like, bro. Not yet. See, I think they're going to do the Tiffy thing at 10. I think they're going to do that right to ring in the 10 o'clock hour, right at that top of the hour. And now we know the main event will most likely be Cody and them.
You called it. Good catch.
Because, I thought I heard Tessitore say, oh, we look back. And I was like, oh, all right, that tells me that maybe. But now that it's not the main event segment, I think I'm in full alignment with you that I do expect Nia to be the one that probably destroys or very much ruins the celebration. If it was the main event though,
If it was the main event, yeah.
I could have seen like Nia come out if it was the main event segment, like Nia come out first and then Charlotte. And it was like, oh shit. Because everybody, all of us, when Charlotte comes out, we're just like, okay, well, we just always assume that Charlotte's just always going to win, right? Because that's just kind of been drilled into us, right?
Yeah.
So, oh my God, guess what? An insurance commercial's on, guys.
What?
I will be
How
watching
unprecedented.
Yeah, I will be watching Battle in the Valley tomorrow. It should be fun. But now, oh yeah. Also, again, now as I see this, a lot of cell phone commercials as well in America.
Okay.
A lot of cell phone commercials. But you know,
We get a few of those, but not too many.
But we get a lot of Verizon and T-Mobile and all like the cheaper ones. The more value ones you pay by. Verizon and T-Mobile. I have T-Mobile. I've been a very proud member of T-Mobile for a long time, but all that stuff is so expensive.
So crazy.
It's
expensive.
nuts. I mean, everything is, but it's truly nuts.
Yeah.
Mint is the one with Ryan Reynolds, correct? Mint Mobile?
Mint Mobile? No, I never saw that.
Yeah, Mint Mobile is the Ryan Reynolds. I think he founded Mint. Yeah. So he does those commercials. Yeah. I assume you see the same commercials as, but he's usually on those commercials talking about it. But I guess it's like a very, very affordable mobile type. I don't know the quality of what phones you can get on it or anything like that, but I guess it's supposed to be like super, super affordable.
Interesting.
Yeah. Good old Ryan Reynolds. Canada has some of the most... Really? More expensive? It can't be more expensive than down here.
Oh, they're crazy expensive.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's so discouraging.
I just always assume that everything is the most expensive here because we are just the worst when it comes to stuff like that.
Honestly, it's
really? It's that much more
really
than
bad.
America?
It's really bad.
I just always assume that we were paying the most for everything because we are the greediest of greedy countries.
Yeah.
Main event, they said it. Tonight's main event. Party. All right. I agree with you, Ophelia. I think it's going to be good to see Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, but Grayson Waller, I feel like, again, these are guys that we don't see wrestle on TV enough. Now, is that just because of certain... Wow, that's nuts to me. There we go, Cricket 5G. That's another cell phone thing. Cricket. A-Town down.
And the challenge for the Motor City Machine Guns, Wade, it comes against the young, confident, and never quiet A-Town down under.
Former champs versus former champs. Nick Aldis laid down the gauntlet. Los Garza got themselves a W earlier against Pretty Deadly. Who is going to join them in winners enclosure? Perhaps getting one step closer to a championship opportunity.
Oh, he almost kicked that kid's hand.
Yeah.
He definitely went to kick that kid's hand. Guys, dude, they're bad guys. Maybe I understand, that kid was younger, like a younger kid. I can't stand when bad guys are walking by people and they put their hands up for a high five. I'm like, they're bad guys. They're not going to high five you.
I know.
Just stop putting it out there.
What are you doing?
You know they're heels. They're not going to high five you. Don't put your hand out there. Infuriates me.
They're just trying to have an outrageously good time, okay?
Yeah, I get it. Look, I'm not judging it. I'm not judging it.
No, but it's infuriating.
But it's like one of those things. It's like, he's a bad guy. He's not going to high five you. Don't do that. Stop going like this.
They have every right to feel pretty hard done by after their championship opportunity got thrown out last week.
All right.
Due to the actions of other tag teams, they were not granted an automatic rematch by GM Nick Aldis. They've got to earn it the old way.
Grayson Waller just talks so much shit.
Earlier today, as we were backstage and
The old days, you know what? You know what the heels would have done to that high five?
of the tag teams backstage, and all this.
You know what the heels would have done to that? They would have got physical. They would have slapped. They would have
Yeah.
done something. They would have slapped it or
yeah.
got right in the guy's face. Don't do that.
And compete, prove it, see how you look, see if you can get a well-earned win, and that was the case earlier tonight with Los Garza as Angel and Berto were able to defeat Kid.
So do you think they have whoever wins this match will face Los Garza? Like they'll do like the winners face each other?
I guess.
Maybe. Because they were the 4 teams, they each had a match, and
Yeah.
there's the 2 winners, so now they
Right.
fight, and then maybe they'll be the number 1 contenders to DIY or something like that.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because the Street Profits are still lingering around, right, too? Well, they actually
Yeah.
got their... Because, yeah, didn't their match get ruined?
Their match got ruined, so they're like waiting.
Yeah. So, technically, you would have those 2 teams, but then still the...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Saban comes flying in.
As Austin Theory, it really is that speed and maneuverability, that cruiserweight style of the Motor City Machine Guns that they themselves pioneered in the tag ranks. That is going to have to come to the forefront if they're going to be...
That con man, the guy, the streamer that they showed near the beginning of that package for Tiffany, he just tweeted and he said, "I'm on WWE programming more than Giovanni Vinci." It's true. It's true.
It's true.
It's a good tweet.
It's
It's funny.
heartbreaking, but it's true.
It's funny. But that was a funny
It's
tweet.
hilarious.
Yeah, that was good.
Great athleticism, looking for the spinner, and he's able to
Oh, the Profits are storyline
Oh,
injured.
injured, okay.
Got it.
early win, but the
Makes
Got it.
sense.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, Grayson Waller might surprise you because he's absolutely massive. He was a cruiserweight competitor himself back in his NXT days. He knows full well the kind of style and maneuvers of Motor City Machine Guns. And was
Did Saban dye his hair
on that one.
recently? I feel like it's darker.
Yeah,
I
it does
don't
look a
know.
little darker. Does look a little darker.
Maybe it's just me.
back home in Australia.
Well, there was a blind tag there behind the back of Grayson Waller.
The tag team moves that the Motor City Machine Guns have are
Oh,
very, very good.
Alex Shelley now the
flawless.
So Giovanni Vinci got moved to SmackDown while Gunther and Ludwig remained on Raw, so they separated them. And he showed up on SmackDown, and in his first match, he got rolled up immediately in 3 seconds. I think it was Apollo Crews. It was
Yeah.
Apollo Crews.
It was.
But it was literally like a roll up 1, 2, like immediate. And
They
then
gave him like a super long entrance.
and they had
then
vignettes leading up to it for
immediate-
like a month. They gave him vignettes and shit.
Yeah.
It was like this big deal. Yeah, Ophelia in Edmonton. And then
It made him look like Pitbull,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah. And then he got in the ring and he literally lost in the first 3, like immediate loss.
Yeah.
Didn't even take his gear off. Just rolled up
Yeah.
immediately. 1, 2, 3. And then I feel like they did it one more time.
They did.
And then he's never been seen since, besides like
Nope.
randomly backstage or something like that, like not involved in stuff. But he's been
It's a
nowhere
crime.
ever
He's
since.
great.
Yeah. Well, I heard, again, I don't know how much of this is true, but I heard some dirt. But it doesn't really make sense to me because the dirt that I heard was why he got moved to SmackDown, but the dirt involved a person that he is now on the same show with, where what I had heard, and again, this is not, I'm not trying to break, this is not breaking news, but what I had heard was there was a falling out between Ludwig and him because Vinci might have made some moves on Tiffany.
Oh.
So they broke him up, but now Vinci's on the show on SmackDown with Tiffany while they're on Raw. So that
Yeah.
wouldn't make sense to me. So that's why I don't really believe it. But that's what I heard from like
Oh, wow.
a decently reputable people, I would say. That's what I heard.
Yeah, that's fair. I hadn't heard that.
And so I was like, I don't know if I don't know. Plus, I don't care about drama like that. I'm not that type. Like, I don't give a shit what these people do, besides when they're
Well,
on my
that's it,
screen.
right.
Unless, I mean, obviously, if you're like a piece of crap or a criminal, like, go fuck yourself. But like, I don't
Exactly.
care who you date. I don't care what you're doing. But oh, there you go. You just won an overtime. The Canadians just beat the Cap. I don't know why it says lead the Capitals 3-2 with 3:45 left in OT, because that's not how OT works. Sports scores bot. That's not how that works. Pretty sure that means Montreal won.
Get your crap together, sports.
God dang it, the commercials. I didn't even have to wait for Ophelia to yell at me. Damn. Yeah. Ole. Yeah. Whatever. I don't care. I mean, they're going to be better than my team. They're going to be better than my team this year because my team stinks. But it is what it is. I don't care. We fired our coach like 3 weeks into the year. Pfft, awful. But I will say, and I know I'm on screen with a Canadian, and we got multiple Canadians in the chat. I get it. But of all, for what the general public considers the four major sports, baseball, football, basketball, hockey is my least favorite of them. Not really least favorite, but it's a sport that I don't follow the closest. I wouldn't say least favorite because I know everything about the Bruins. Like, I pay attention, I watch the games, but of the four sports, especially in the Boston area, even though Boston is a hockey town, it's the one that I'm like least invested in. And it's mainly because the Bruins are frauds. They're frauds. I can't tell you how many times in my lifetime they finished with the best record in the league, been the President's Trophy, all this stuff, and then they just fucking choke in the playoffs because they're frauds. And Boston, over the last 20 plus years or so, from the sports standpoint, we are filled with teams that aren't frauds, that win a lot of championships. The Bruins have one of them, but no, that don't vibe with me. I was gonna say, Montreal, you got the Habs and that's it, because they took the Expos from you a long time ago. I would like the Expos. I would like to see the Expos return though. Like if they do, you'd have to probably get a bigger stadium than the Olympic one that they used to play at. I assume that's probably too old and small for today's sports atmosphere. You'd have to kind of really have a new park that came with it. But I would love to see the Expos return. I would love it. All right, here we go. Hot tag to Saban. Mm. Now, Grayson Waller, from what I understand, he was like a reality star in Australia. Right?
Yeah.
Like he was on...
Yeah, that's why they gave him the Grayson Waller effect and everything.
Yeah. Do you know anything more about, like, was it like one of the, like, a romantic type of show? Or was it like a challenge, like a physical, like a Survivor type thing?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. But... Well, that's the thing. Like, $55K for a baseball stadium that's good. That's more than Fenway. Fenway only holds like 37,000. We have a super small stadium, but the history of it. Yeah, but I assume it's old. Yeah, it'd have to be either updated or... I know it's obvious. It looked old. Put it this way: when the Expos were around in the mid '90s, whenever the Red Sox would go play there, or it looked old then. It looked old then, and it's 30 years later. So, oh, he was on Australia Survivor. There we go. All right. Well, there you go.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Sort of.
I don't know about you, but I am not a reality TV person. Certain things,
I'm not
yes.
into like
but...
those like Love Is Blind and all that. Like I'm not. That's not my thing at all.
Yeah.
But I've been a fan of Survivor for a very long time.
Fair.
Like that's like the one that I'll watch.
Fair. Yeah, Survivor I can deal with. I like when it comes to like reality, I like more competition-based reality shows as opposed to Bachelor or Love Is Blind, that type of stuff. Big Brother even was like not enough competition for me. I was just like, they're just sitting around. I know there's a game going on, but they're just sitting around all day. I don't got time for this. But like competitions, whether it's like a food competition show or just Survivor, I could dig with. Amazing Race, I liked for a little bit.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, like that type of stuff.
Yeah, same here. There has to be like some competition because otherwise it's just unwatchable to me.
Yeah. My thing is, like, I look at those shows and I'm like, I understand why people like those shows. I don't judge people that like those shows. I understand why you do, but I have no interest in watching just a bunch of hot people just do each other. I have no interest in that. That's all it is. That's all it is.
I know. Same here. I don't. If it's your thing, I'm happy for you. It's just not my thing at all.
It's just not for me. I don't care. I don't care who you date. Like, I don't care. You're all good-looking people. Most of you could walk down the street and just pick who you wanted. I don't care that you're on an island with.
Make me feel bad for you. I'm not gonna feel bad for you.
I do not feel bad for you as a human being. Oh, that person that you met 2 weeks ago broke your heart. Okay, gross. Oh no, you kissed once. My bad. That's unfortunate. Pretty sure you could walk outside and you'd have people throwing themselves on you. You'll be fine.
Tough life.
Ridiculous. Oh, he was an indie wrestler before. Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Oh, me either.
I didn't know that.
Huh.
I don't even know what that means, Mustard, and I don't even know if I want to know what that means. I don't even know if I want to know what that means. I was gonna say that's a popular thumbnail on some sites, but you know, I did know that he played Ric Flair on the Young Rock TV show. I did know that Waller played Flair.
Oh, he did?
Yes,
I didn't know
he
that.
played Flair.
Huh.
All right, Motor City Machine Guns.
Raise your fists.
Oh. Kenny King, I did love Kenny King. Is he still wrestling? Where's Kenny King at? I was a big fan of Kenny King.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, Motor City. Now DIY should come out and attack. Oh, are they breaking up? Was Grayson Waller yelling at Theory there?
Oh.
That looked like Grayson Waller was yelling at Theory. I know that's not new. They've had dysfunction before, but I would think they're close to breaking, to splitting.
I think it's time.
Yeah. Run to the Street Profits. Oh.
I thought we had like an agreement, you know? We scratch your back and you scratch ours.
And I thought I made myself clear. I don't want you scratching my back.
Look, we appreciate you guys having our backs, but you got a lot of heat on you right now, okay? We couldn't come out there tonight. You understand, okay?
That heat, Johnny, that heat, Chandler. That's what makes the pretty deadly lava lamp glow. That's why we saved you guys last night.
They saved us.
Look, Kip. I understand.
Kit.
Yeah.
With a T, Kit.
Kit, that's what I said. I know, of course I know your name. Because we're friends, right? Yeah. Yes, boy.
Johnny Gargano, when he's a heel, is just such a little shit.
We're just working through some
I know, right?
He's terrific at it.
drama, all that stuff. But we got you guys. We got you guys. Trust us. We got you. Yeah, we do.
Look at this is leading to something with Pretty Deadly, all right? And that's what I'm happy about. Because these guys have it, man. I've been high on them for a long time.
Definitely deserve everything that's coming your way. And trust me, it's not going to be those tag team titles. I'm just saying.
Well, thank you very much for your advice. Well, no friends. It's just 10 p.m. anyway. What's going on?
Oh, boy, there she is. She don't look happy. She don't look happy.
Oh.
Drama. You know, I just saw Tiffany, and she was headed towards the ring.
I wonder what she's gonna say. In fact, I should go congratulate her myself.
Yeah, boy.
There it is.
Not good. All right, it's coming up. Yeah, so right about the 10 o'clock hour. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Well, Nia is going to ruin the party. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
All right. Beauty. All right. Yeah, I mean, we're already at the 2-hour mark. It definitely hasn't felt like it. That's good, at least.
Yeah,
It's been a pretty good episode. All right. Do we think the party will be pink? I'm gonna say. I think it will be. I mean, now, Nia will ruin it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But outrageously entertainingly
Outrageously pink.
Outrageously pink. Exactly. What is this? Oh, this is a movie preview I got right now. Nosferatu.
Ugh, I want to see that movie so bad.
Yeah. They're also coming out with a remake of Wolfman.
Oh, yeah?
With the girl from Ozark.
Oh, yeah.
And that intrigues me. Because the old classic, I'm not a big horror, when I say I'm not a big horror fan, it's not that I don't like horror movies. I will watch any horror movie with anybody.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like one of my favorite genres or anything like that, but I've seen any iconic or most horror movies I've seen. The original Wolfman, like the black and white old school Wolfman, that is a favorite of mine. So, yeah, those movies, Mustard, those black and white Wolfman, Dracula, like those movies rule. So to see, I don't know if I'll go to the theater to see it, but I'll definitely check out Wolfman at some point just to see, because I think it's I think it's a remake. I definitely would be interested in checking that out because I do like that type of stuff. But I'm more of I like more of a psychological fuck with your brain horror movie than like gory horror movies. I don't get queasy or anything. It's not like that. It's not like I'm like, this dude, no, not like that. But I like movies that make you think and like fuck you up mentally. Not like
those are my favorite too.
Yeah.
The ones that are like gory for no reason.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like what's the new one with the guy? He looks like a clown and he wears.
Terrifier.
Yes, like those movies are, and they're supposed to be great, and they are, but those movies are made specifically because they're like the goriest fucking things of all time, right? Like that's what it is.
I
right?
saw the first two and not my thing. Just specifically because it's just gore. You know, like. And
they just came out with the third. They just came out with the third one, right? The third one just came out, and it's supposed to be like
Christmas. Yeah.
Like the goriest, like craziest, disgustingest thing of all time, and that's fine. People like that. Fine.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I wouldn't watch it. I'm just saying I want a movie that like is gonna like when I leave the theater or I'm done watching the movie, I want that shit I want to be thinking about that shit for like an hour.
Yeah,
or a day.
Those are my favorite.
Like I want to be like, like that's what I want.
Those are my faves.
Yeah.
That have a psychological aspect, not just horror, like any kind of movie like that. Love
like
it.
and again, like this isn't the scariest of movies like this, but I remember when I saw like Get Out, right?
Oh yeah.
And to me, I have an affinity for Get Out. I think that should have won Best Picture that year at the Oscars. I think that movie is one of the best, if not the best movie of like the last, however, like it is so good. And that I wouldn't say that that's scary. It's fucked up. It's
messed up, but
it's not scary.
It's not scary, but it's so good.
Yeah, like I remember, and I saw that in the theaters. In there, his second one, Us, is very good too. And that is kind of more in the middle. That's fucked up psychologically, but that is also kind of like gory, and that has a little bit of both. As far as like the Jordan Peele stuff, but when I saw Get Out and I left Get Out, like that shit stuck with. I was like, man, that was. Yeah, that was crazy. Like, just, Oh, I've heard Hoosier. Here we go. Tiffy.
It's Tiffy time.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
Here we go. Tiffy time,
Final
the champ.
Destination messed up like our entire generation.
Yeah, 100%.
Driving behind Vaughn. Totally agree.
Is she in wrestling gear?
That Tiffany Stratton signed on to Smackdown. And it was 7 days ago that she pulled off the shocker, and she played it perfectly.
Look at her little bow tie.
I know, I do like the bow tie. It's made out of diamonds, it looks like.
Oh my
Like
god.
a diamond-studded bow tie right there.
I want one.
Yeah. Final Destination 2, the log truck. Every time I'm driving on anytime anybody is ever driving on the highway and they drive by a log truck like that, there is no way that they do not think of Final Destination 2. There is, unless you haven't seen it, but there is, other than that, if anybody has seen that movie, every time they drive by a log truck, there is no way you don't think. Like, I'm a 40-year-old man. I'll be driving. If I see a log truck, I'm driving past this thing real quick. We're getting past this thing. Because at any point, shit's going to break loose.
Oh, yeah.
And then all hell's we're all going to die. I don't have time for this.
We're all going to die. And I'm going to see it. And
Yep.
It's gonna
Just
happen.
the log's going to come right through, impale me, knock my head off. I don't know. Oh, it's like an in-ring interview.
I'm totally going to get my bedazzler Ophelia, for sure.
Oh, yeah, he is wearing a pink suit. That is fitting for Byron. Good call by Byron.
Oh, love it.
The new WWE Women's Champion.
Hell yeah.
So first off, congratulations.
Thank you, Byron. It's Tiffy time! Oh, man. What a tiffy turn of events, you guys.
A tiffy turn of events.
Less than a year ago, I made my debut on Smackdown, and in no time, I became Miss Money in the Bank. And at the young age of 25 years old, I am already better than all of your favorites, and I'm your new
Oh, so she's still a heel.
WWE Women's
Yeah.
Champion.
Okay.
So before last week, yourself and Nia Jax were the best of friends, but a lot of people out there are saying that the reason Nia bullied you for so long.
No. Listen, Nia didn't bully me. I befriended Nia, and I got her to trust me. Nia thinks I'm stupid? Well, who's the stupid one now?
Fair.
She thought I was naive. She thought I was just a dumb blonde. But she all thought that because I let her think that. And she let her guard down. And because of that, I stole her most prized possession, her WWE Women's Championship. And now, I'm at the tippy top of my game. And without further ado, put some respect on my name and tell me what time it is.
Here it is.
Oh, boy.
Oh dear. Now it's time for the former champ. Time for some congratulations.
Uh-oh. That's slow walk. It's a slow walk, really.
That, like, dead stare.
Yep.
Like,
Just a grimace and a very angry
I agree, Mustard. I thought they were going babyface route right out the chute here with Tiffany, and I was like, I want to see how she cuts because she's never been a babyface.
yeah.
Oh! Excuse me, Nia, that's a bad word.
Tiffy, right now, I could kill you. You're standing there saying that you made a fool of me and that you're at the tippy top? You would be nothing without me. I made you. I mean, congrats on rubbing two brain cells together to come up with that. You finally took advantage. It took you long enough. Now you're having your moments. All right. Yay, Tiffany, it's Tiffy time.
I mean, she's just going to squash her, right?
Time's up.
Yep.
Now, either you give me my championship back,
Or I'll take it from you. Give me the pencil.
or I'm going to take it from you.
Oh, I knew it. Wait, who's this?
Oh. Bailey.
Yep. Bailey getting out here.
Oh,
Give it back.
yes.
Like she's just going to give it back to you, Nia. You kidding me, bro?
How about you shut the hell up, okay?
Love the purple hair.
You know what, Tiff?
I
Man,
love it.
if that was a plan all
I mean, I love Bailey, and she's my goat. Bailey's my goat.
Yeah.
There's no one better for me. So,
She's the best.
But Nia, I know you're stupid. Right? I mean, you made Tiffany, right? You groomed her from the very beginning, put her right under your wing, and she still outsmarted you. Now, Tiffy, I know this is your moment of glory. But I don't want you to think that I forgot that the only reason Nia had that championship was with the help of you at SummerSlam. And the only reason Nia kept you around was to make sure that that didn't change.
yep.
So I think that it's only fitting that I'm the one who takes that from you.
Oh, they're all coming out.
Okay.
They should still bring Charlotte out. I don't. Charlotte will be in the Rumble, but it would be awesome.
It'd be
Oh,
crazy.
both of them are coming out.
Oh, I love their outfits.
Yeah, they're terrific. They're so friggin' good. You can tell they're over. The crowd's reacting like that, and they're like, hey.
100%.
I love Naomi. I feel like Naomi
Oh.
needs to be
So
used
good.
better. Although tag champs, I love these two.
If it wasn't for little Miss Tiffer, I would be holding 2 titles right now. So if anybody want to fight Tiffany for the championship, you got to see me first. Naomi, nobody cares about you.
Wow.
If it wasn't for your tag partner like that,
Hell yeah. Push her. Oh. Oh, damn. Bailey, get in there. Tiffany's just getting the hell out
Let's
of there.
go.
Tiffany's like, nope. Tiffany's like, I'm out. See ya. You guys can all deal with that. Did we get attacked? No, because that wouldn't make sense. I will say this. Who attacked Jade? I think it's Bianca. I still think it's Bianca. Oh, no, she's... What the hell is Tiffany doing?
Oh.
Oh, she's going to do the moonsault on all of them?
Yep.
Oh!
Okay.
Get out of there. You did your... Hell yeah.
Get in, look pretty, do your
Yeah.
moonsault,
Love
and
it.
get out.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
best.
I will say, obviously, Naomi and Bianca. Uh-oh. Nick Aldis, though.
Ladies, allow me to interrupt.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get... Yeah, maybe Hoosier was right. We're getting a multi-woman match at the Rumble, maybe?
Seeing as the 4 of
Yep.
you want so badly to
Seems
get
like
your
it.
hands
Oh, no, maybe they'll have a fatal four-way and the winner will face her, maybe.
championship, I've decided that you will compete against one another in a fatal 4-way match to determine the #1 contender. And
Is that happening right now?
this is happening right now.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, let's
Okay,
go.
let's
I'm in
go.
on that. An impromptu
Let's
fatal
go.
four-way with these four? Let's go, dude. This is
is
going to rule.
great. I'm
Yep. This is
hyped.
going to rule. All right.
Oh, man.
Beauty.
Let's go.
Love it. That
Yay.
match is going to rule.
This is cool.
Yep, I like it. I like it. I was going to say, obviously, Bianca Belair and Naomi are main event caliber, world champion caliber people. Clearly. However, I don't necessarily like all the time when champions that like like they're tag champs. I feel like they should not be going for another title.
Yeah.
Even though they're at the stature of that, like I feel like you should be having tag title matches. Like you shouldn't be fighting for other belts, and I feel that way with anybody.
Mhm.
That's just how I feel
100%
personally.
Agree.
So
no, I agree with that.
Yeah. So with that being said, this match is going to rule. I don't think either of them are going to win it, which is fine. It's going to be Bayley or Nia, I would think. But like and they do that. That happens everywhere with all different types of champions and all different companies. If you are a champion, your main focus should be on defending your championship and keeping your championship. It shouldn't be going after. Don't get me wrong. I like a belt collector gimmick. I do, but it shouldn't be going after other championships. Like, it's just kind of, I don't know.
I feel you. I agree with that.
All right. What do we got? I'll tell you what. Yep. More food commercials. Dunkin' Donuts.
Dunkies.
Dunkin' Donuts has a $5 meal deal going on now, where you get two of their breakfast wraps and an iced coffee for $5.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing spectacular, but at the end of the day, like you can't find many things for $5 nowadays.
Well, that's
I feel
it, right?
So it's like,
and plus, I mean, iced coffee.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah. Oh, are you one of those? I'm a psychopath that drinks iced coffee year round, even if it's
oh yeah, me too.
-2 out. I'm having a cold brew. So that's what we're doing. But you've been debating getting a regular. Hey man, listen. If you got the funds and you can afford it, you do your thing. You do your thing. For me, it's the $1 Million Championship.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, that's a good one. That's
cool.
I've never owned a belt. Too rich for my blood for what they are. That's just a personal thing. However, like if I had a bigger office or like a man cave or like something like that, I would contemplate buying one and like framing it and kind of putting it up on the wall or something like that. Let me ask you this question, Mustard, and it's an important question, and you better answer it correctly. Would you bring that belt to a wrestling event and wear it? That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. Okay, good, okay. I don't judge anybody. You be a fan however you want to be a fan, okay? And I'm speaking this to you as somebody who is obsessed with pro wrestling and video games. I am a nerd. If you bring a world championship to a wrestling show, I think there's nothing more nerdier than that. I think there is nothing more nerdier than that. You didn't earn that shit. Everybody knows you didn't earn that shit. Stop wearing it around your shoulder or your waist like you did. You did not. You did not. Ridiculous. Anyway.
I own one, but I've never brought it with me.
It's just a personal thing. Hoosier, I could understand, but you can go to a convention and do that. You can go to a convention and get that signed. There you go, Ophelia. That's the right man. That's the right thing. That's the right thing right there. If you see somebody wearing it, like, let's go right now. Me and you right now. Put that on the line. Put that on the line. Earn that shit. Oh, Nia Jax. Damn. That was kind of a gnarly landing for Naomi, I think, but she pulled that off.
I have the women's championship belt, the old one, that was retired in 2010.
Oh shit, well, that's a good one.
Mustard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Sean, 100%.
Remember, Bayley won that thriller at WrestleMania 40
But,
in Philly.
Yeah.
Against Io Sky. Won the women's championship there.
That's my hot take on belts,
I agree.
on replica belts. It's my favorite thing when you walk in there and you just see the guy that'll have like
I know.
double shoulders and shit. I'm just like, bro, the only thing that's telling everybody is that you spent like fucking $2,000 on those belts. Like that's the only thing that's telling me. You're not cool. You're not a champion. I don't think. Oh, look at this guy. This guy's a big deal. He's got the fucking IC title on one shoulder in the fucking wait, okay, great. I don't know.
I agree with that.
Tiffany Stratton wasn't too smart. She proved that to be completely wrong by outfoxing the now former champ.
All right, so now we're down to a triple. All right, Nia's out of there. So we have well, Bianca and Bailey really aren't friends, but Bailey and Naomi are.
The WWE Women's Tag Team Champions forced into action in a fatal four-way.
Oh.
That's right.
Tonight, you know, both are primed and ready.
Who do you think actually wins? Do you think it's Nia? Or do you think Bailey? Or do you? I mean, you could pick any. I don't think. I think Naomi and Bianca are not gonna win.
They're not. I think it's Nia, but
And Naomi locking up.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Bailey has more history with every opponent in this match than anyone. Best buds with Naomi over the past 10 years, and who can forget her rivalries in recent years with the likes of Nia Jax and indeed Bianca Belair. So Bailey knows her opponents tonight, perhaps as well as anyone.
No doubt about it. That's strange.
I mean, yeah, I would think Bailey is the most veteran of all the people in the ring. So.
Survivor Series War Games as teammates.
oh, I love Bailey.
I do too. The best.
After that vicious
The best. The other day, so I did the Raw on Netflix sim with Josh last weekend, and afterwards we were just hanging out for a little bit, and he was showing me because he, like you guys, had a bunch of stuff moved to Netflix already last Saturday before Raw. So he's like, oh, and he was like showing me how it looked and stuff like that. And we just threw on. We were going through the NXT takeovers, and there was the London one. And he put it on, and I was like, yeah. I was like, that was Asuka and Emma. It was Bailey and Nia for the first time, and that's when they started singing Bailey. They did the Bailey song for the first time. Ophelia, I'm with you. I want Bailey to win too. And when she came out, like, I was talking to Josh, and I was like, dude, I still think nobody has ever been as over as how Bailey was when she was a babyface in NXT.
It's
like,
so true.
It's like, dude, I saw that and I was like, that's John. Like, she's the next John Cena. She's literally the next John Cena. And obviously, she went to the main roster, and the people, you know, they kind of didn't do it right. And I mean, she's still one of the best ever. She turned into a good guy, a good babyface, a good heel. She's incredible. She's one of the best wrestlers of all time. But when I saw her in NXT when she was the hugger, I was like, that is your next. Like, I know you're thinking of Roman, or you're thinking who's the next guy that can replace John Cena. No, it's Bailey. Bailey should have replaced John Cena. 100%, you know? But.
Oh, she was perfect. That time in NXT, like, in general, was incredible.
Yeah.
But she was just otherworldly.
Bailey saving her own chances in this matchup by breaking up that pin on Bianca Belair, who may well have been down for the count after this powerbomb.
Yeah, I feel like where they messed on the main roster, at least, is they made her the champion too quick. And I feel like that was kind of, you know, she was over. She got huge pops. Like, everyone loved her still. But in NXT, we watched her. She had to go through everybody. She had to feud with Becky and eventually get through Becky. Then she had to feud with Charlotte and go through Charlotte. I think it was Charlotte was first, and then she did the Sasha. Like, we watched her. She was losing and losing and losing, and then she won her way up to that level where everybody loved her. And then she came to the main roster and she got those pops, and you could tell that Vince was probably like, oh, dude, she's over. We got to give her the belt right away. Like, look at this shit. And they did, and that immediately got that vibe. Like, she was an underdog. Like, that was the vibe. And you made her champion in 3 months. Now what? It's already there. Jason, what's going on, man? So it was kind of like, I don't want you to do a carbon copy of what you did in NXT and at the main roster. I don't want that. But you should have leaned into that way more with Bailey. She should have lost a ton and then eventually worked her way up, and then the crowd would have
built up that momentum.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Elevated Samoan draw, but now the tag champs are back in there.
Naomi and Bianca
Oh, damn. What a sell by Bailey.
I want Bailey's gear as workout clothes.
Yeah, right? Always the Tower of Doom. You know? They always do the Tower of Doom little thing there in these matches. But all right, so what do we got? Yeah, because we get the main event tag match and then beauty.
It's a great episode.
Yeah, it's been very good. Been very, very good. A lot of stuff happening, storyline stuff. I like how they made I like the way that they've made the extra matches tonight. Like I liked that segment with Tiffany and all that led to this. I liked how not once but twice they did the brawl with Cody and Jimmy, and
Yeah.
So I like how they kind of built to those, because both these matches, this one and what will be the main event, also they weren't advertised. You know what I mean? So this whole last hour is really unadvertised stuff, which is cool. And I agree, Ophelia. The chat has been excellent tonight. Everybody in the chat has been kicking butt and have been fun and active, and I appreciate all you guys here. So good job by you. Good job by you. Everybody on TikTok as well, and the YouTubes. Ooh. Oh. And not poo heads. Yeah. I mean, even if there are poo heads, they get out of here rather quickly. I take care of the poo heads. Yes, that is true, Mustard. That is true. I've been the fact that we could finally get to tonight where you joined me, and now we're here, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm very excited. So
I'm super new at this, so I'm doing my best.
Oh, you're doing great. You are doing more than great. Yeah, so it's very cool. So I'm looking forward to kind of continuing along. I got Ophelia with me on Tuesdays. We got my buddy Matt on Mondays for Raw. He's been a little under the weather, so Ophelia's been pulling double duty and hooking it up. But now we got this on Fridays. I'm very excited about the crew and what we got going on here for what is the best time of wrestling every year. Heading to the Rumble Mania season. Oh, it's going to be great.
It's the best.
It's going to be good. So if you watch wrestling in general, you watch Monday Night Raw, you watch NXT as well. We do watch-alongs here on the channel. Ophelia, that's in the chat, joins me for NXT on Tuesdays. And then, like I said, I got my buddy Matt for Raw on Mondays. So feel free to come on by those shows too if you are watching. So, yeah, Ophelia's like, yes, Ophelia was doing at least double duty, but she was doing double or triple duty for the last few weeks or so because there were some... Ophelia was also sick too. I feel like as we were working together, you and I, to kind of figure out when we were going to start to do this, I had Ophelia and Matt, and they both got like sick around the same time, like right around the holidays, and then we ran into the holidays, so it was like December was like, oh, and now it's like, all right, we're kind of back in the swing of things though.
I'm glad everybody's feeling better.
Yes. Our PLE watch-alongs happening too. I'm not against it. I'll obviously be watching the PLEs for the most part here. So I would be interested if I could find a buddy to join me, depending on who wants to join, or multiple buddies. I wouldn't mind if the PLEs became kind of like free-for-alls, where it was kind of like, hey, you're all invited to come watch this with me, and whoever comes, and then we just kind of do it that way, like not having like a, But
coming in to save the day when all of a sudden
Bianca looks pissed.
Everybody start interrupting, saying, I deserve the shot. Nia, Bailey, Naomi, Bianca, so general manager Nick.
Yeah, I did see Ophelia mention earlier that there was a report that Jade Cargill's back at the Performance Center working out, doing some stuff, which makes me think Rumble, maybe? If she's healthy? She comes back at the Rumble, and then that following week we kind of find out who attacked her, kind of thing.
I'd say Rumble for sure.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Hell yeah. Let's call back on this one. Great rivalry. Great rivalry these two had. Amanda and you are going to do a bad bitches PL.
I mean, Ophelia.
Yeah.
Man.
I guess I'll show up. I could show up maybe. I don't know. I'll just have you guys set it up, and I'll be like, I'm going to watch from afar. You guys can go on my channel. It's cool. Oh.
How much hatred used to exist between
Oh, oh.
Bring it to the forefront, and now perhaps
Thinking KOD.
Oh, damn.
not softened up enough was the veteran Bailey.
Good job hanging on to the ropes by the EST. And look at the pace being set and all the skill.
They're both winning
Oh.
fast. This deep into a
Yep.
matchup.
And you know what beats speed?
Overwhelming power.
That's right.
I think it's gonna Naomi's. I think it's Bianca or Naomi. I feel like those. I think one of the champs. It would make sense if it was Naomi too, because Naomi was not the champion until Jade got taken away, and then Naomi became the champ after that. So I could see it being Naomi maybe, and Naomi was like, "Yeah, But I think it's gonna be Bianca. A Saturday night's main event watch along would be something I would be interested in if people wanted to join. I would be okay with that. The week before the Rumble.
So smart of Naomi. Once every other woman was cleared out to try and get a pin as quickly as possible on Jax.
Flying elbow drop by Bailey, who hooks the leg. And pulling on the leg away is Naomi.
Oh, Bianca.
Became enemies briefly there, and now
Damn.
perhaps 450 splash from Bianca.
Oh, I think Bianca hurt. I think Bianca hurt herself a little bit.
Yeah.
Bianca felt that one. Oh. I think Bianca's face was like, "Ooh, who's this?" Oh, Candice.
Candice.
Eric, I am not the person to ask that, because I am in America. Our PLEs are still on Peacock.
Yeah, they're included in Canada.
Okay. So I assume they'll be included everywhere internationally.
Yeah,
then I would
pretty
assume.
much everywhere, I guess.
And meanwhile, the tag team champions getting to work on Bailey as Naomi and Bianca teaming up. Double elbow drop. And Bailey's in trouble against the champs, who now.
Oh, all right.
A fatal four-way. The tag team
Let's go.
champions are in
Shake hands and let's go.
Hey, shake hands afterwards, ladies.
There we go. Wade Barrett, just literally. So I've been watching old Rumbles because I'm just in the mood. So I'm in that mood now where like we're a few weeks away from the Rumble, so I'm just watching all, and I watched the 2001 Rumble, and which to this day I think might be the best one. It's a top 3 Rumble for me, but it's an excellent Rumble. And right at the beginning, the Hardy Boys, who were like in their prime Hardy Boy era, Jeff Hardy was number 1, and then Bill Buchanan was number 2. And then Matt Hardy was number 3. And when Matt Hardy got in there, he immediately eliminated Bull Buchanan. And then the Hardy Boys fought for like 2 minutes. And I was like, I forgot about that face because obviously they did the turn way, years and years later. But I was like, oh, I forgot that the Hardy Boys kind of did like a little mini match. And the crowd was like, oh, shit, they're fighting. Like, let's go. Kind of thing. I was like, oh, that's cool.
It's a good one. I got to rewatch it.
Yeah. I think
I have a few friends who are doing like the marathon before Rumble.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of there's a lot of good Rumbles, but there are a lot of terrible Royal Rumbles.
Yes. Oh yes.
And you are sitting there for a fucking hour, just sitting there going, "This is fucking awful, man. This is boring as shit."
Oh yeah.
Terrible some Rumbles. Like 89, like that's the second one. That 80, okay. The early Rumbles are, the majority of them are fucking terrible. Like 88, the first one, awful. 89, not that good. 90's okay. 91 stinks. And then you get to 92 with Flair. That's really the first great Rumble. Still an all-timer. And then it kind of gets a little bit better. But for me, I think they've really hit their stride with Rumbles. The last, there's still been duds, but I feel like the last, handful of years, I feel like they've really hit their stride. Like, they know how to put on a good Rumble now,
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
It's my fave PLE.
Oh, yeah. I'm very excited for it. Obviously, if we do start watching PLEs on the channel, it will not be the Royal Rumble because I will be the So I'm covering the Rumble this year, so I won't obviously be able to do a watch along for that. But PLEs after that, I would totally be down. Oh, Candice has her hair. Now there's no DQ. Do it. Kiss. Oh. Oh, I see what happened there. Oh, I like it. I like it.
And now Nia Jax drags out Bianca Belair onto the floor. Oh, wow.
Oh. Wait, maybe Bayley will win.
That'd be so cool.
I think Bayley might win. Yeah, Rose Plant. I think Bayley's going to win.
All right. Yeah.
All right. I'm good with it. I'm good with
That's
it.
great. I wanted her to win. I thought they would give it to Nia.
I like it. I like it. Bayley, baby. Hell yeah. The GOAT.
Hell yes.
The GOAT. All right. I very much like that. I was almost convinced that it was going to be Nia. Oh yeah. I know free throw. I know free throw, Eric. That's a good pull. They're a good band. They're a good band. You know, I don't think they're a newer band, but like a band that's popped up on like some of my playlists and stuff like that because I like pop punk is a band called Anxious. And they particularly have one album that I've been jiving to like every so often over the last month or so, and it's really good. It's really, really good.
I have to listen.
Yeah. But
I must.
all right, that was pretty good. That was a good four-way. Oh, here he is. Cody.
See, dog? What's up with it, man? Listen, all this talk about Roman Reigns, the OTC, listen, I know.
Who's that back there with the suit and tie? Is that just a regular?
This championship,
Yeah, I don't know.
I knew that was coming. But we got tonight, all right?
See, yeah, I do. See, yeah, I do.
Somebody else coming up? Oh, Carmelo.
Last week it was 3-on-1. Now it's just me and you. So what's good? Hey, you know what? I thought about it. I'm gonna let that slide, but I want to let you know one thing.
So,
Me solo wrestling boys, we tapped in. So you want to try that again? You gonna end up like Braun Strowman. I'm just saying.
hey, what's that line you be saying all the time, bro?
Mellow don't miss.
Yeah?
Yeah.
With all those bricks, you could build a damn house. Oh, and
I love Carmelo Hayes.
He's great.
Yep. Eric, let me look it up. I got to get the name of it by Anxious, but let me see. Let me go on my Spotify. Anxious. All right. So the album is little. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. It's not their newest album. Oh, they actually just released a new single, and they have an upcoming album coming out in February. All right, that's good. It's their last album. It's called Little Green House. In particular, the whole album is good. But in particular, there's a song called the Growing Up song that is tremendous. Tremendous. And then there's a song called You When You're Gone. That is also tremendous. Those two are the standout songs on the album for me, but the whole album is good. Eric, I am 100% here for Carmelo versus Jimmy. That was Jimmy, but Jimmy or Jay. I would think Carmelo versus any of those guys. I love Carmelo. So, I do agree. I did like how they were doing a charity thing right there, Philly. Always good when they do stuff like that. And he did do the yeet. He did do the yeet. So. Do. Oh yeah. Brother, let me tell you. I have this is we're not getting into a political discussion, right? But I commented on a political video the other day And I was kind of being like a smartass, so I just did like a smartass response to somebody that was in the comments being an idiot. And that tweet has blown up. I don't think I've ever had a tweet that has more likes ever than what, and it was a very simple thing. I wasn't even trying to be funny. Like, it was just whatever. So I keep on getting, like, my phone will go off. And I'm like, oh, what the hell is bothering me? And it's that. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, guys. Like, what the hell? That was 3 days ago at this point. Like, why am I still stopping? Anyway.
It gained the traction.
Ridiculous. Are they really that close? They're playing in Boston that close? February 1st? That's not far away. Oh, I'll be at the Rumble, though. That's the same night as the Rumble. I agree, Jason. I feel like my Hulk Hogan rant should have gone viral. I agree. It was I don't know if I showed you that, Amanda. It was on Firmly WWE on Tuesday. I went for like 3 minutes. I went off. And I didn't even go off because like first of all, we weren't even at the Hulk Hogan segment by the time we got there. Like, we were in it was like the first half hour of the show. And I knew we were going to talk about it, but I wasn't planning on I wasn't angry about it. Like, when I woke up on Monday and I heard that he was doing a segment on Raw, my thought process was gross and just not necessary. Yeah. Then the segment happened, and I almost feel like the way the crowd reacted and how that segment went down, looking at it now, I feel like that segment was needed. Like, I almost look at it now and I'm like, no, it's a good thing that happened, because somebody in WWE needs to wake the fuck up and understand that we don't need this guy around anymore. You know? So, like, I almost felt like, not saying they're going to, but I almost felt like the way it went down, like, afterwards, I was like, no, that was good that happened that way. Because hopefully that opened somebody's eyes somewhere to be like, oh, maybe we don't have to bring this guy around anymore. You know? That's my hope. Doubt it happens, but that's my hope. But anyway, the whole thing started because somebody came in the chat and just made a stupid comment. Oh. So I deleted the comment and I said, I'm not banning you, but I'm giving you a warning. We're not doing that shit here. And then it just led into me. I was just feeling it and I was like, all right, here we go. And I just led into and it was just it was profanity. Profanity ridden. You know?
Like you wearing socks in the shower?
Yeah, exactly. Not only, look, he's a trash bag human being, and that's the most important reason why he got booed. But also, I mean, he was he did all those things kayfabe-wise too, where he's a piece of shit. There's no reason. Sorry, Nia. See, like, who... Do you think they give any of these people these signs? Like, some of them?
The front of her sign said it's tippy time, and then she flipped it and it said, sorry, Nia.
Okay.
Impromptu #1 contenders fatal 4-way match, which means you're going to challenge Tiffany Stratton for the WWE Women's Championship.
At the Rumble?
But we just learned that match will take place next week.
Oh, next week?
Next week.
Hell yeah, we have a world title match next week. Let's go.
My whole career's been off chances, right, Byron? You know, taking advantage of those chances, taking advantage of opportunities like Nick Aldis going out there and just telling us to wrestle when we weren't prepared. That's what we're all about.
I love that sign.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
Terrific. Yeah, unbelievable. Oh, there we go. It happened.
I've grown up in this business. I have known people like Tiffany Stratton my whole career, and I've wrestled Tiffany Stratton.
Amanda!
One thing, she's never beat me.
Time waits for no man.
Wait, time out.
No woman, not even when you're on TV time. New WWE Women's Champ Tiffany Stratton makes her first defense against the new #1 contender Bayley. That's next week on Smackdown here on USA.
Smackdown's going to be in San Diego, and Motor City Machine Guns will take on Los Garza. Remember, Nick Aldis, the general manager, said
all right.
They're improving among these tag teams to see who's
Yeah, the corn one. That seems to be... Amanda's working her way back in. But that seems to be, there she is. There she is. Now, yeah, I've seen the corn the long way sign. I think I saw it with Dom once. It said Dom eats corn the long. That's become like a sign. That's great. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's
I loved
hilarious.
it when he did, like, that guy did the Dom sign. That killed me.
Yep. I love Jacob Fatu just yelling.
Hey, yo, Big Jim, the difference between our bloodline is your bloodline left you on the front line to dead line. Huh. And Cody Rhodes, I suggest you wake your ass up. This ain't Elm Street. Because your nightmare is here.
I mean, this is just a dangerous version of Jacob Fatu. A week where they're formally...
Jacob Fatu is a beast, man. He is a damn beast.
Fatu and Tama Tonga after Tribal Combat without Solo around. I mean, without Solo, it's been like mad dogs off the leash all night long. And because
Now, wait a minute. I might be naive, but has this always been music for them like this? Has this always been their music?
It doesn't sound familiar to me. I was wondering the same thing, but I don't know.
They had the fire going too, like with the beat.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I don't remember seeing that or hearing this music. Obviously, they come out with Solo the majority of the time, so you're hearing Solo's music. So this is Jacob Fatu's like, so he's had this before. All right. All right. I assumed, but I was just like, I don't. Obviously, we don't hear it a lot because they come out as a group with Solo. But Jacob Fatu is a fucking. What a shot that was, huh? What a shot that was with that close up of him going to commercial.
Beast.
Yeah. Oh, what do we got on Monday? I'm getting a preview for Raw here. Oh, they're just showing a recap, kind of. Yeah. All right, so we are oh, yeah, we got the women's IC title. Let's go, dude. That's going to roll. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We have Damian Priest and Finn Balor in a, like a street fight, I think.
Exciting.
Yeah, that should be good. That should be good. 100%, Jason. 100%. I think even if he was, I think if he just walked by me, I'd you know, I don't even know if he'd be pissed at me. If he just walked by me, I'd be like, whoa, whoa, brother. If Travis Scott's gonna be there, maybe. If Travis Scott will be there, maybe. But I've been saying this all week. Like, I know, obviously, it would have been a bad look if he did. But I wanted Jey Uso to take a puff of that shit so bad before he got to the ring. I wanted him to take a. I know it was better that he didn't. I know Triple H said afterwards, I'm glad he did. Like, I get it. It's a bad look. But I would have laughed my ass off.
I was waiting for it. I'm like, do it.
I would have laughed my ass off if Jey Uso would have just a little quick one before he jumped the barricade or something. I would have been like, oh. He came out. I'm with the Philia. Thank you for the follow on TikTok, Zeta. Appreciate that. Peggy joined me on Monday, so we're watching it, and he comes out, and I just go, Travis Scott just smoking weed right there, right. He's just got weed right there. He's just got a blunt. I'm like, goddamn, and I just went, I love Netflix. Hell yeah, it was tremendous. They were like little kids right next to him and shit. He's just got the fucking blunt light. It's like children. Like literal children. And he's just got the blunt just, yep, I don't care. Right in your face. Yeah. Right in your face,
Fantastic.
6-year-old. I don't give a shit. Oh, it's hilarious. I did see a report or something on social media today that said that Travis Scott is being heavily featured during WrestleMania. Like he's going to have, I assume, it may be a performance each night, but they said he's going to be heavily featured during WrestleMania weekend. Which, I don't listen to a ton of him. Like, I know a few of his songs. It's not really my main bag of music, that type of music. Yeah. But I obviously know that he's, like, a gigantic star. Like, he's a big, huge name. I kind of wish, he does the new Raw theme. I kind of wish. Yeah, the recaps calling a cigarette were hilarious. I kind of wish Travis Scott performed one night, and I kind of wish they got Megan Thee Stallion to do the other night. Because she does the Smackdown song. I think that would be badass. I think that would be badass, and that would be a really big thing for WWE. I mean, if they get Travis Scott for both nights and he's the only, that's still a huge deal.
Yeah.
That's still a huge deal, but if they could get him and Stallion, because she does the Smackdown song and they each performed on one night of Mania, I think that would be fucking incredible. I think that would be really good. Yeah. But, who am I? I would like to see Bad Bunny in the Royal Rumble if he were available. I thought, Logan Paul is... I'm not talking about him personally. I bet you could all imagine and understand how I feel about Logan Paul personally. But Logan Paul is terrific. Objectively, he's very good at the wrestling thing. So he's kind of set the stand, but I thought Bad Bunny truly set this new standard for what a celebrity should do when it comes to wrestling. Jason, I still think that match with Damian Priest was one of the best matches of the year from Backlash in 2023. But I think more specifically, Bad Bunny's entrance at that show, I think, was the best moment of that calendar year for WWE. I thought that was the most insane, crazy thing I saw. It was unbelievable.
Badass.
Oh, John Cena. An all-time great promo from John Cena on Monday. This was so good. 100%. Crowd hasn't been cheering this much for Cena in 15 years.
Yeah.
If he cut that promo 5 years ago, his ass would have been booed out of the building. But everyone's like,
100%.
no. When he said, I don't see it happening, and the whole crowd was like, no. No, well, you're going to win the Rumble, dude. That's a good, with just those two they're showing. That's a good,
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Very nice.
Yes. Ophelia with Damian Priest, I think that, and he says it in his documentary, I think, but I think that match with Bad Bunny, I think that the way that happened and how successful that was, because he obviously carried Bad Bunny through that match, I think that was the final thing that, proved to I think that was the match that made them look at Damian Priest and go, this guy is a main event world champion type guy that we are going to invest in. Because I feel like that match did wonders for Priest. Tama Tonga. Yeah. Does he still do that? Does he still do that stuff? All right. Jimmy. Eric, I am 100% rooting for KO, and I'm a Cody guy.
Same here. I'm rooting for KO.
Yep. I am 100% a Cody guy. But I will be rooting very heavily for Kevin Owens to win that match. I know he won't. But, wow, that guy got stiffed. That guy got stiffed. He was waiting for it. Yeah, the Lion King hyena. Yeah, basically. Tama Tonga. I remember the first time he did that, everybody was like, what the hell? What is he doing? Because he could cut good promos. I've seen him cut promos in New Japan. I'm like, what the hell is he doing?
I know. Sounding like a gremlin.
Oh, what? Weight belt is already off. The weight belt is already off.
Yeah.
Wait a minute to start the show.
Cody's already been out 3 times, so he's already picked somebody.
Yeah. I did not. That's a good get for the Jays. He's a good bullpen guy. He's a good reliever. There was rumor he was involved with the Sox, but I think we're going to be all right. I think we're going to get Tanner Scott. But I digress. All right, yeah. Cody's going to give it to... Yep, he already knew. He was giving it to that little kid. He already knew.
He knew.
Yep.
I mean, that kid is decked out head to toe.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what it is, Mustard. It's basically, it's that. Or when Rey Mysterio used to give his mat, he would take off a bigger mask and give it to the kid and he'd have his regular mask on. I was a grown-ass adult by this point. But I was a grown ass adult by this point. But I saw this was when John Cena was wearing the he was rocking the old school WWF logo, but only obviously without the F. But when he was wearing that stuff, so he was a main guy, but he was it was before, you know. And he wore the visor. He would have the visor with the WWE logo. So they went to they did a small house show at this really, really small place not far from me. And I got front row seats. And I caught the visor.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I caught the visor. And then at one point, Bubba Ray was still around at this point. The Dudleys were still around at this point. So it was young Cena. But the Dudleys were still around at this point. And Bubba Ray got clotheslined over the ring, and he kind of fell back into the barricade, right where me and my friends were. And he put his arms around the barricade to kind of do the embrace of him hitting the barricade. And he accidentally backhanded me in the chest, which didn't matter. I don't care. But I stood up after that. And when I stood up, he turned around and he was clearly looking down at me because I'm not tall. And he just said, "Sit down, fat boy." And I went, "Yes, sir." And I sat right down. And everyone laughed. And everyone laughed. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Because the Dudleys were bad guys at that point. He said, "Sit down, fat boy." I went, "Yes, sir." I sat right down. "Yes, sir." Sat right down. Didn't even hesitate.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Yes, sir. All right. That guy was 8 inches taller than me. He would have squished me. I don't care how big I was.
I love it.
But I was like, "Yep."
That's an amazing story.
Yep. Sat right fucking down. But yeah, I should have hit him with the AA. That's what I should have done. I don't even think Cena was doing the AA at that point. I think he was winning matches with the STFU. I don't even know if he was doing the AA regularly yet. But yeah, that happened. That was fun. That was a fun moment. And then at that same show, Kane was there. And Kane walked by me. And still to this day, he might be the biggest person I've ever seen that close to me. Because he walked by me and I was like, that is a huge individual. That guy is massive.
I stood beside him for a photo and I was like, hello?
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. Although Omos, yes, I did meet Omos in Cleveland during SummerSlam weekend. First of all, a gem of a human, a sweetheart of a man. And obviously, he was actually the tallest guy I've ever met in my life because that guy is literally a giant. But Kane, Kane was giant. I vividly remember, I still remember that moment when he walked by me and I was like, holy shit. That guy's 7 feet tall and 300. That is a massive individual. But yeah, Bully Ray yelled at me. And then I went to, so they did Slammiversary one year in Boston. And, they did TNA used to do kind of mini not conventions, but they would do a mini day where you could go and get autographs and meet the wrestlers and stuff. And this is when Bully Ray was aces and eights. This was aces and eights Bully Ray. This was that Bully Ray where he was just a savage. And I'm sitting there. We had already met a bunch of wrestlers, got some autographs, pictures, that stuff. And I'm sitting there, and Bully Ray is just yelling at people, in character. He's, but he's just ragging on everybody. He's yelling at people. And I was with my friend who was with me in the front row where he told me to sit down. And I looked at him, I go, "You think he's going to remember?" And I obviously knew he wouldn't. And my friend looks at me and goes, No, I don't think he's going to remember. You think he remembers you idiot? I'm like, "No." I'm like, "But you think he's going to remember?" And he goes, "No." He goes, "But he's 100% going to make fun of your weight." And I was like, "Yeah, I think so." And the whole time I'm just like, "Oh boy, he's gonna embarrass me in front of this whole room." And I'm in the line. It was the only time, and I'm a grown ass man at this point. I'm actually a grown ass man at this point. I'm in my mid to. I'm an adult, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, he is 100%. When I get up there, he is gonna be loud about my weight, which I don't care. Obviously, I don't give a shit what you call. I don't care. But I was like, but there's 150 people in here, and now everybody's gonna be looking at me. And then I got up there, and he actually complimented my haircut. And I was like, "What?" And I looked at him, and I went, "You what?" And he was like, "Yeah." He goes, "You're the only one I'm being nice to today." And then he signed my picture and he let me go. And I was like, and then I looked at Doug and I bet you he remembered. I bet you he remembered. That's why he was nice to me, because he remembered. But yeah.
Wow.
Obviously not, but
Plot twist.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, the first people that we met that day, one of them I respect in Bobby Roode. The other one, Austin Aries, is a piece of shit. But they were a tag team at the time. And they were the first team we met. Oh, they were the first guys, like right as they opened, they were the first people we were in line for. And it was the beginning of the day, so I had showered before I went there, and I did my hair and, kind of like whatever. And I get up there and I'm taking a picture. As I walk up there, Austin Aries, he goes, "Wow, nice haircut." And I go, "Oh, thanks, man." He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I wasn't expecting anybody here to be showered." And he said that loud enough to so everybody heard. And I start laughing. And then I stand in the middle of them, and they're taking the picture, and him and Bobby, there's a line of people, and him and Bobby Roode are like, "Wow, starting off hot." They were like, "We're starting on hot. Look at this guy. He looks nice. He smells nice. He's got a good haircut." He goes, "We're starting off at the top, and then the rest of these guys are going to come out of the bushes." And they started just making fun of stereotypical wrestling fans. And I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, oh, cool. That works for me.
Hell yeah.
It works for me. I'm like, put me over, guys. Keep going. Put me over.
That's so great.
I don't think I've ever told that sit-down fat boy story on anywhere. I think that's the first time I've actually talked. I obviously remembered it, but I feel like that's the first time I've ever said in that. But yeah, sit down, fat boy. Yes, sir.
It's the yes, sir.
Yes, sir. And I said it loud too. I knew it was my moment. I knew it was my moment. It was a house show. There's fucking 500. It was a small ass. I'm like, I'm doing it. What's he gonna do?
Yeah.
Hit me? I said it very loud. Yes, sir.
Fantastic.
Sat right down. Sat right down. And then you heard the smattering of cheers, not cheers, but laughter throughout the.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a great MJF story. I have a great MJF story. Not for me though. Okay, so this same kid that I was with, his name is Doug. He's my wrestling buddy. He's been my wrestling buddy. We go to all the shows together. We went to the first ever All Out before it was AEW. We went to the first All Out in Chicago. And they had the StarCast there, which we all did. We bought the bracelets. We didn't get the highest, the platinum, because it was outrageous, but we got the gold, so we could go to the after shows and the after parties and stuff like that. And we had VIP tickets to the after party after All Out. Okay? So the All Out happens. Takes us about 30 to 45 minutes to get back to the hotel where everything was happening. We get there. The after party's already going on. They had the live band was the band that plays Cody's theme song and the Miz's theme song. They do both. They played them both. They played the Miz's theme song there. I'm just they're playing the Miz's theme song at this AEW after party. What's happening? So anyway, we are on the non-VIP side, and then there's a rope, and then there's the VIP side. All the wrestlers are on the VIP side. We're there. We're there for 20 minutes, and I look around, and I'm with my two roommates, Doug being one of them, but my other roommate was there. And I look around, and I go, there's no security near the thing. And I'm like, I think we should just play it cool and try to just sneak under and go to the VIP section. So we played it out, and we did it, and we made it, and nobody said shit, so we were just there. So we're chilling.
Hell yeah.
So we're in the VIP section, and then the bar is across the room. So you got to walk all the way across the room to the bar, right? We see MJF, and this is not world champion. This is beginning of not even AEW yet, MJF. So he still has the character, but he's the nobody. Not a nobody, but you know what I mean. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not. So.
Just lesser known.
Yeah. So I think I've told this story before. He walks all the way across the room to the bar. Does whatever. We're not paying attention to him, but we see him go to the bar. We see him walking towards us after, and he has a drink in his hand, and he's walking straight towards us. Just straight in our direction. And so we're talking, the three of us quietly. We're like, oh, shit, he's coming right at us. So he comes over, and he makes eye contact with my friend Doug, okay? And as he's walking, he's probably about 10 to 15 feet away from Doug at a good pace. He does a thing where he goes towards Doug. And so he does a head nod, he smiles, and he puts his hand up, MJF does, for a high five. So then Doug sees that, and he goes, huh. And he puts the hand up, and MJF knocked his hat off and just kept walking. All in one stride. All in one stride. Didn't even stop. He just put his hand up for a high five. He got right next to Doug, knocked his hat off, just kept walking. And then me and my other roommate, Jared, just laughed hysterically at Doug. We just went, ah! Super loud, like super laughing at Doug. But he didn't even stop. It just one motion. Never turned back, never looked. Hat off, kept walking. Kept walking.
He is so good.
Tremendous.
Oh,
it was tremendous.
Fantastic. That's amazing.
Oh, couldn't believe it. Oh, so good. Now I want to tell all the stories. And then one time, Ring of Honor was having a show. Ring of Honor in New Japan was having a show at the Lowell Memorial Auditorium where NXT was a couple weeks ago when I went. And there's so you walk in there, and then there's like a concourse that goes all the way circular around the building. And then you walk into like the theater house where it is. It's a very, very, very small place. And Ring of Honor was doing signings in the concourse, and that's when Cody was there. The Elite were there, all of them, and like, you know, whatever. And you can buy wine there. And this is a while ago. This is before AEW. This is a while ago. So like, I guess that wasn't a common thing. I guess that you could buy a glass of wine at a place. So we're sitting there. We walk to get a drink and food, and the table of the Elite is like right to our right, like 10, 15 feet away. And so we're in line. The line's probably like 6 or 7 people deep. By the time we get to be, I think we're on deck or on double deck in the line, we just hear a voice like walking towards us. Our backs are turned, and he just goes, "Oh man, they sell wine here?" And we turn around, Hangman Adam Page. And this is a young Hangman. This is like this was when he was like the other guy in the Bullet Club. They were the Bullet Club, not the Elite at this point. They were the Bullet Club. But like he was like, you know, he was kind of the 5th or 6th guy, you know? And he goes, "Oh man, you sell wine here?" And we turn around, and he's just Hangman's right there. And we're like, "Yeah, red or white." And then Hangman just looks at us. He goes, "I didn't know Lowell, Massachusetts was so fucking fancy." And he just walked off. That was it. Only time I've ever met him. Only time I ever talked to him.
Amazing.
Hangman. Yeah. And I'm just like, all right.
I love it.
And I tell my friend Doug all the time. I go, listen. I don't know why we have all these experiences with wrestlers. I don't know if they look at us and they go, these guys look normal, so I'll talk to them. I don't know. But I feel like we always run into these experiences like MJF didn't do that shit to anybody else. You know how many other wrestling fans were there at that party? Well, but it was us. You know what I mean? Like the Hangman thing. There were a million other people in line. It was us.
That's amazing.
Like one time, Jack Swagger at a Chinese restaurant smoked a cigarette next to us, talking to us for 10 minutes. And I'm like, why?
Beautiful.
Why is he doing that? KO. All right, so Cody's going to get run off here. So now Jimmy's going to be by himself. Sorry, yeah, we weren't even paying attention to this match. God. Anyway. Does anybody come out to... Yeah, Jimmy's going to take the L now, though. Because he's by himself.
Yeah.
Or he's going to win by himself. Okay.
Cody's nowhere to be found.
Victory here for Jimmy Uso, and this is suddenly turning very bleak.
Cody is going off.
Damn. Jacob, calm down.
And now it's 2-on-1.
Jimmy Uso getting his head bounced off this new metal table that simply hasn't budged all night. Impaler DDT.
Oh, is he going for it? Yep. Doing it again. Jesus. Yep.
Brutal.
All right. So KO gets involved. Cody leaves them, which I think obviously will probably... I don't think he retired ever. I don't know. I don't think he had to retire due to injuries. I think he just left to be an actor, didn't he? And then they brought him back just as commentary. Oh, they're still going.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're coming back out.
As they have been fighting backstage and now off to the side of our technical area. Remember, in 3 weeks, on February 1st, it'll be a ladder match with Cody and Kevin. But this has been going on for some time.
I assume that the Jimmy Uso thing will lead to whenever they circle back to the Roman Cody aspect. He'll say, "Oh, you left my, you left me. Bless you. You let. Oh,
Excuse me.
is he gonna power? Oh, damn it! I don't want to see Kev go through that table. I want to see Cody go through that table.
Of the production crates here in Portland. They're going to meet up at Royal Rumble, but it has been...
No, he's going to run through him. He's going to spear him through it, kind of. Yeah. Oh!
Yeah.
Damn.
Ooh.
You know Cody right there is like, you all right? You good? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hurt.
And I need to take that title off of Cody at Rumble to save this thing. He warned everybody of what he's trying to prevent.
Take another look at this.
Mm.
Through the table onto a solid concrete floor. I mean, are these two guys even going to make it to the Royal Rumble? Not in this way.
This is exactly how the night started, and now it bookends with this brutality. Right through the table. Remember, in 3 weeks, it's Royal Rumble. It'll be the ladder match between the...
I am pumped for this ladder match. Truly. Pumped.
Honestly, same. Yeah. All right.
All right. Excellent. That was a good episode of SmackDown.
Ooh.
That was a fun episode.
It really was.
Yeah. All right. Thank you to everybody in the chat who tuned in tonight. Our new friends that came along with Amanda. Hopefully we'll be seeing you on all the watch-alongs, but definitely at least every Friday when Amanda will be joining me from here on out. Amanda, I'm glad we were finally able to do this.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Very much looking forward to having you on Fridays here with me. Why don't you let the people know? I'm gonna have you send me a list so I can get your links in the chat for next time, by the time we meet next Friday. But why don't you let the people know where they can find you on social medias if you got anything going on, but just at least where they can find you.
You can find me at Amanda Caliber pretty much every social media.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. So go follow Amanda. I will get all her links in the chat, so they'll be very easily accessible for all you guys by the time we are here together next Friday. Yes, this was an outrageously entertaining evening. It was a tremendous, outrageously entertaining evening. And I'm glad I got to share with you. Thank you to everybody that popped in, our new friends, your brother Anonymous Dumpling, your friend Sensual Mustard.
My brother was so stoked that there was a Rey shout out because like Rey Mysterio is the only wrestler he knows. So
Okay,
he's so
fair.
stoked.
Well, hopefully you'll be tuning in every Friday at the very least, and you'll get to watch some more wrestling and maybe find some new favorites and things like that. We'll go from there. But thank you to everybody who popped in tonight. Appreciate every single one of you for the support and for hanging out. Thank you, Jason. Yes, Amanda killed it tonight.
Thank you.
But we're going to get going. You guys are here. You know where you can follow me. You can follow me right here, y'all. JPJ Loves Gaming on all social media platforms, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere. JPJ Loves Gaming. That's where you can find me. And yeah, I'll be seeing you for these watch-alongs again on Monday evening for Raw. Oh, we got to follow. Anonymous Dumpling with the follow.
Yeah.
Coming in hot on the Twitch. Thank you, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you a lot. But I will be back for the wrestling watch-alongs on Monday for Raw. But keep those notifications open because we'll probably be on here playing some video games or doing some fun stuff on Twitch and before that. But Monday night, Raw, we'll see you for our next WWE watch-along. Amanda, thank you again for joining me.
Thank you.
Looking forward to next Friday as well.
Me too.
And I hope everyone has a great rest of your evening and a great rest of your weekend. And me and Amanda will be seeing you all